It's a Tigger exclusive.
Yeah, I kinda like her, she don't talk too much. I give her game, she really listen, and that's rare as fuck. I can feel you feeling me, feeling you, so what you wanna do? We can hit the yacht, take some shots, you can get on top. Usually keep a T on your bag, can't ignore your swag. Shorty mind work just like mine, so much more than that. I flew her out for the night, we in the
Y'all don't have the songs that I
Anyway,
got.
can I introduce the podcast? Just into the podcast, episode 108.
Allegedly.
No, it's not alleged. I just put the 107 stuff with whatchamacallit on my hard drive yesterday. And technically that might be a two-parter, so this might be 109. I haven't told y'all.
See?
Either way, y'all don't know that.
Allegedly.
It says 70 on the board. It's been 70 for 10 months.
That ain't my fault.
Anyway,
Somebody
just another podcast. Episode 108, possibly 109. B Hood is behind the camera, brother. Els is off. What's your shirt say today, brother?
No, that's just a Nike shirt, bro.
Okay, just a Nike shirt.
Yeah, just a Nike
Willie
shirt.
Beeman came in here kind of late. John Elliott head to toe. I respect it. Ladies here. I'm your host, Mick Lord, deemed the great.
Oh my
Mick Lord.
That's what they call me across the pond, nigga. Respect me.
It was a clerical mistake.
Respect me.
No.
That's what they call me across the pond, nigga. No. Mick Lord, I got it documented.
That one nigga said it.
Mick Lord.
And you riding with it.
Y'all Lord and Savior, Mick Lord.
You Lord to him.
And I got a great show for y'all today. We got a guest. Stormy Blue. Storm Chasers, welcome. Drop some bombs.
Welcome to my Storm Chasers.
Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm scared to be here.
Why? Why?
This is a family environment.
We got you acclimated before the pod on a little pre-pod tip.
Nah, for real. Y'all dope.
Gave
so
us the
far.
do's and don'ts.
But, that could just be the whole little, hey, you know
We
what?
set
And all
you
of a
up.
sudden, like,
Yeah.
Like,
We're
hey,
recording
I'm
now.
like,
We got your
we
ass.
didn't
Too
say
late.
none of that.
No edits, nigga. Don't say no shit you don't want on here. I'll take out whatever you want out of here. So, tell people that are not storm chasers
Okay.
what it is you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got a nice little following.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or you want me to do it?
No, yeah, can you do it? It's like I'm kidding.
I was about to say, I don't want
All
to
right,
do
so
it.
hi, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Stormy Blue. So I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I do mostly food blogging is kind of how I started out, but now I kind of transferred over to lifestyle, and I basically put on the 757, all 7 cities. I show small businesses, business owners, all of that sorts. What was that question? Sorry.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Mick Lord.
Don't disrespect me.
Just letting people know who you are, basically. I think that was the general.
That's a good.
gist of the question.
You said food
Okay.
blogger, right? But when I went to their page and when I started looking at some of your lives and your stories, I was like, oh, she's not just a food vlogger. She like sets the vibes. Like these are the vibes like in the 7.5 that people may not be hip to. They may not know about it. So I would say, like you told me before the show, lifestyle blogger / vibe blogger. That's coined. I'm about to get a patent.
No, most definitely. I started out really on TikTok. So I posted a video. I went to the Cork and Company, if anybody's been down there, downtown Norfolk.
Never ate there, but we're aware.
Oh, yeah, it's
Good
fire.
food.
Yeah, good food. So I started that. I just did a TikTok of it, and then all of a sudden it just blew up. Like, I just went viral off of that one TikTok. And so many people in the area was like, wow, someone's finally in this area. Because at that time on TikTok, it was like 2020, I think, the end of 2020. And a lot of people on TikTok at the time, you were seeing New York on your feed, LA on your feed, like all these big, nice restaurants that people were like, oh my gosh, I gotta go here, oh my gosh, I gotta go here. So I think I was the first person in this area, at least on TikTok, to really like put it on. And then from there, I kind of just blew up. I started just doing it. I mostly, though, focused on just the small businesses. So it wasn't businesses that might look all fancy and lavish, just mom and pop places where you just go and get some takeout, which was big during COVID. So that's just kind of how I started. Then I transferred over to Instagram, and then Instagram's more of my lifestyle blog that I try to do now. So,
Okay.
I was going to ask you, like, how do you just drive down the street and say, fuck it, I'm going to go over there? Like, how do you pick?
Yeah, so normally that is what happens. Like, I'll drive past a place and I'll see it and I'll just immediately Google it or Yelp it. And then I'll go read reviews on it and I'll be like, oh, okay, this looks pretty cool. Let me add it to my list. And then I'll just, eventually go try it out whenever I kind of get the time. I'm originally from San Diego. So for us, we drive anywhere. right? Like we'll go here, like different cities all the time, and we just try all kinds of different foods because we're a big melting pot there. So then when I moved here, what I noticed is like if you live in Virginia Beach, you're not really going to Chesapeake like that. Like people aren't driving a lot to the other cities, or people in my comments were like, they live in Virginia Beach. Oh, I don't leave the beach like that. And I'm like, you don't leave the beach like that? What? This is only like 20 minutes from each other. So I think for me going around trying all these places, it wasn't really new to me. So, I mean, I'm just happy I could put people on and show them what the city really has.
Word.
What are y'all thoughts on being like from here? Do you I mean, I know we do. I travel
Yeah.
from the beach to Norfolk to.
I'll be honest.
I
Yeah,
think-
exactly.
Yeah. Now
Right.
that
I'll be
bridge-
honest. I'll be
Yeah.
honest though. Like in Hampton, I'm not really like fluent in Hampton area. Like not like they're like another world to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the people out there is like I don't really
Yeah,
like, know
different.
y'all like that.
Yeah. No disrespect, but y'all
Yeah.
different over there.
Yeah.
You're
Very
not
different.
wrong. It is a thing. Like most people don't want to cross the bridge in either direction. Like the people that live in Hampton and Newport News don't really come up.
Yeah. Everywhere else,
Nothing
I'm
over
good.
there that we don't have over here.
It's like
Fact.
Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake, and if it's outside of those three, I probably ain't.
Y'all are lying because you niggas be at POC.
Oh yes, but that's
Yeah,
just
POC.
barely. But just barely.
Y'all niggas be like,
Oh,
yo, y'all want to go to
come
POC? Y'all want to go to POC?
That is
no,
the first
anymore.
exit off the
Niggas
bridge.
get shot there too.
Yeah,
Like,
getting
barely
shot at the
counts.
beach is not on my list of
Yeah.
things.
No, I'm good.
That's one of the
Yeah.
most motivating reasons for me to go to Hampton.
Getting shot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
That's it.
And I get a lot of, I mean, I'm sorry to my Hampton followers and my Newport News followers because they talk shit to me all the time. Like,
you
you
ain't
don't
gonna
come here enough. You don't come here enough. You know what I'm saying? I'd be
It's
like,
another world.
ooh, I'd be like, my bad, like I'll make it over there, but going under that tunnel, I'll give you that. But if you live in VA Beach, go to Chesapeake. Come on, like it's not that far. Yeah.
It's like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like come on.
What are some good hidden gems out here you've found that maybe people not super aware? And this ain't
Put
an
us
ad,
on.
but yeah.
That's like the hardest. Like so many people ask me, "What's your favorite brunch spot? What's this? What's that?" It's like I have such a food bank in my head of places. It's
Real
so
quick,
hard.
off the
Not
top,
the
favorite brunch
favorite,
spot.
not the
Favorite brunch
favorite,
spot.
just
Go.
something.
You gotta
Favorite
spin one
brunch
out.
spot, Bay Local.
Me too, Bay Local.
Classic.
Bay local.
Yeah,
Love it.
Bay Local.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Can't.
Our guest last week, she had a dude take her on a date. She's like, "Oh, we're going to brunch." I was like, "Go to Bay Local or Citrus." Off the top, that's what I said.
Not citrus.
I like Citrus.
Citrus.
You like
Citrus is beginner brunch. I have different brunch
From
levels.
here. No.
I have different.
For somebody
brunch
that's not
levels.
from here, what are the three that you gonna say?
I'm gonna say Leaping Lizard. I'm gonna say Bay Local, and then I might even.
That's a-
I do Being the Biscuit is. I would say a tie between Being the Biscuit or Redhead Bay.
Being the biscuits fire.
Yeah.
I like being a biscuit over
Yeah,
Redhead
Redhead Bay.
but Redhead, they both out the way.
I don't like commercially type places. Like Citrus to me is a commercially type place. It's just like just one. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. There's so many nitty gritty like mom and pop, one of a kind places.
How you feel about
That's
the
what I like to go
Handsome
to.
biscuit?
The Handsome biscuits.
I
good,
love
too.
The
them
Handsome
fries.
biscuit, I think is pretty good too.
I like the biscuits. That's why I say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bay Local. I told her to go Bay Local too. Dude took her to Yard House.
Yard House.
Yeah.
For brunch,
House-
Yeah, look for Yard House. Okay.
right.
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a little different.
Lunch spot. Go.
Lunch.
I need one of those. Go ahead.
Press 626 has a good lunch. If y'all ain't never been there.
I like
for-
them for their happy hour. I like Press for their happy hour. A good lunch spot. I don't know. It really kind of depends. Lunch.
Do people even eat lunch anymore?
Yeah, like I don't
eat lunch.
really
You go
know,
straight from
like,
brunch
good,
to dinner.
Yeah, for real. Or I don't really have a good lunch spot where I'm like, okay, let me go grab lunch here because either I'm going to brunch or I'm going to like dinner somewhere nice or happy hour.
During the week,
I like
lunch is
happy
clutch,
hours.
guys.
Lunch-
During the week.
But if lunch, I'm going to places like Major Philly cheesesteaks. Like I'm going to places like I'm going to just grab something really quick.
yeah, you can
You
give us
know,
whatever your
Like
top
P.
song.
Frank?
I just drove past there
P.
earlier.
Franks?
P. Frank's?
P.
No,
Franks
I
at
haven't been
ODU.
there.
Ooh, P. Franks.
They sell hot dogs.
They do.
Hot dog.
Damn
And
good.
burgers. Now crack an egg on that bitch for him. And they got special sauce. You could buy it in a bottle for $5 and then bring the
Ooh,
same bottle
okay.
back and refill it for free.
Ooh,
Ah,
yeah.
damn. Ooh, I'm
That
so
was
found out you work for P. Franks.
For real.
Advertising much?
Frank.
Work there, my nigga?
P. Franks. It's a thing. I bought
Andy
it.
got a secret menu.
For the young man that doesn't know where to take a young lady, dinner.
It's important.
Dinner. Ooh, okay. let's see. So I don't know how to pronounce it. So Steinhilbergs. I would definitely say, like, especially for this season, if you're trying to take a woman out on a dinner date or whatever, even like an early dinner where it's still daylight outside, that is the place to take a woman out for dinner. Yeah. I also like a place that I really have to go to is Amber Lantern.
Amber Lantern, so
that is a low key spot
little
that
pricey,
not
fellas,
really people know about. It's so in the cut, low key. It's like next to a construction site, but as soon as you go up the elevator, it's a completely different vibe.
Fire.
Yeah, it's fire. So I would say those places are really dope to take a woman on a date.
Okay, off the beaten path.
But maybe not first date, depending. You know what I'm saying?
Where's a good first date?
No dinner dates, first dates.
Yeah.
We don't do those.
Yeah, I agree on that. So
What if I want dinner?
we can't do coffee either. Apparently, last
you
last
can't
episode.
do coffee?
Nah,
But you niggas just said y'all don't eat lunch, so when do you
But-
take her out?
I'm just saying, first date, we're not doing dinner.
no. Last
Period.
episode we got told we can't do coffee dates.
What? Why?
For broke boys.
Broke boys? Wow.
It's broke.
That's broke?
Yeah, no shots.
How
But
is
I'm saying.
I don't think that's broke. So for me, right, casual dating, and especially how we live in like this type of vibe, I think a coffee date is nice. I think like for me, I like to meet at a bar for like happy hour or something if it's a first date.
Ain't
That's
happy hour
really.
dinner adjacent.
I mean, yeah, but I just.
But you
like
can
happy
get out
hour.
easily too, though.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're already at dinner and we order, you're
stuck.
stuck.
with me at the
Yeah, you're
There is no quick out for
Yeah,
that.
I-
Out of y'all.
like-
I'm rich. I'm getting
No,
out.
no,
I'm gonna
no.
leave.
So I always like first
Bag mine to
dates.
go too.
First
gone.
dates, you could do like Twist Martini. That's a
Okay,
nice
Twist.
happy
Okay.
hour first date place. The Shack at the
Southside.
ocean,
Can't go
the
wrong.
ocean
Shack,
front.
that's cool.
You could go there
Got
for a nice
activities
little
and shit.
daytime
Yeah.
first vibe. Like really just chill places for like just to grab a drink. If they drink, obviously you gotta ask them that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
my favorite thing is let's go grab a drink. That way it can be just casual, pressure's off. That way the man isn't feeling too much pressure. Like, dang, I gotta drop all this money on this girl for this first date that we just met on Hinge or whatever, you know, or as a woman takes, for me, a little pressure off. It just makes it casual. So,
Okay.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
No
I love good happy hour. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
I like eating at the
gotta be a
bar.
good one
Happiest
though.
hours of the day.
I love how I personally like, I don't really like to go out anymore. I'm just a happy hour girl.
Yeah.
I'm a happy hour, brunch, or day drinking type of vibe. So if it's a day drinking, I love to go to like to the ocean front, bar hop, hang out, because obviously on the ocean front during the day, people are outside. You go to the bars, no problem.
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
walk around, nice little vibe.
It'd be so hot out
Our
there.
happy hours. is
I'm
chill.
aligned with that. I don't really like nighttime vibes like that.
Yeah.
No, me neither. It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous, especially these times. So like
Yeah.
you said, brunch, happy hour, something casual during the daytime. Yeah, I'm with that.
Day drinking just sucks. Like I remember one time me and Willie was in DC. I don't know if it's telling too much, but we was out. We was day drinking. We was chilling. Where we went to brunch. Then we went somewhere else. Then we supposed to go to stadium. But we old niggas now, so I went back to the room and took a nap and didn't make it to stadium. So day drinking leads to early bedtime when you old and wise.
Yeah, it could. You got to keep the party going. You can't take.
Yeah,
a
you
break.
can't take a break at all. You gotta like break
break.
on,
No nap.
hammer
The break
down.
is
No
over,
nap
bro.
at all.
No nap.
Yeah, no
Like,
nap
damn,
at
bro, we
all.
was gonna
Yeah.
go throw some ones.
That's the thing about it.
Nope.
When we were young, you didn't take no breaks.
Nah, you
You
didn't.
didn't take
Now
a break.
you
It was
eating now.
straight to drinking to wherever you were going.
What is your thoughts on dating in the area and like singles life? I'm far removed from that. So
Yo,
gotta-
here you go. Here you go.
Y'all gonna let me get my shit on.
I don't
We
know.
know, nigga.
Yeah, we know. We've accepted it. Okay.
Qualify his statements.
Congrats, look.
I'm far removed from the dating scene. Goddamn.
Okay,
Get
go ahead,
it.
continue.
Yeah. The single. So I feel like the
When you
singles.
niggas segue to shit, give you niggas a list.
I don't know. I feel like the singles vibe here is I don't know. There's not enough events and stuff for singles. There's not enough things. Like I feel like 757 is missing out on a huge market, the singles market, because there's just not like. I like personally meeting people in real life, right? I want to see your height in person. I want to
Short ass niggas.
Hey, nah, for real. I want to
No, see, because if I'm like, I want to see her weight in person, I'm a dirty.
No, you can say
fat
that.
Double standards
No,
when they
you
exist.
can say that. Say you want to see the weight in person, but I'm saying I want to see their height in person. I want to see how we compliment each other. I want to see
Nigga be
the
like, I'm
smiles,
5'10" and
the
a
little
half.
things. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Man, dating. I know guys like y'all been catfish, right? A woman, she
Never.
showed the neck up picture. Okay, well, you know, I know guys have been
I'm
catfish.
swiping off you if you only got makeup
I call it like, I mean, guys catfish too. They hat fish, they height fish. I met up with a guy. I met up with a guy before. He said he was like 6 foot. And I'm like, okay, cool. He was really like 5'10" and a half, which no problem being 5'10" and a half, but you can't say you 6 foot. Like I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7", so I know when you capping. Yes, like
You got height requirements?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you can tell by that.
Because he tall, he like, I make it.
I'm pretty good, so I mean.
For me, I like it like 5'11", because like I'm 5'7", so then also like when I'm wearing heels or whatever. But if they're a little shorter, then I mean, if we vibe that much, that's cool. I dated shorter guys before.
See, y'all, niggas are still in the game. Not y'all per se, but like 5'11" niggas. Like, y'all good?
I was about to say something, but I don't want to get canceled.
Nah, go ahead and say it. Let it out, bro.
I won't go get canceled by y'all.
I know. I want to hear it now.
Whoa, buddy.
now.
No. This is all for entertainment.
Let it fly,
Yeah,
man.
so let it fly.
But we need more singles.
Nah, I'm saying
stuff.
when you know what I'm saying, you 5'8", 5'9", you got the baby leg, you can do what you want.
That's
You
not
said a
cancelable.
baby leg?
Oh my God.
Somebody gonna
You can't get canceled about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway,
Sorry, bro.
so no, talk to me more
Should've egged you on
about.
for
So,
that.
what kind of events would you want to see for the singles? Like some more like mixed? Because I mean, for me, from the outside looking in, it looks like the singles just go to bars, hookah lounges, clubs. Like,
Yeah.
that's all.
So personally, in my DMs, I get people asking me a
Oh, tell
lot
us about
to.
your DMs. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just get a
DMs
lot
Stormy
of.
get.
Tell
us about the DMs.
We know you're comfortable with that, Kellen.
I get a lot of people asking me to throw like singles events. Like they want to do like they want to have mixers. They want to have speed dating events, and I think they want me to throw it a lot because they like I'm a familiar face type of person where it's like, oh, she throw it, I know it's gonna be either fun or it's gonna be like a good crowd. Because a lot of them tell me like I've been to a singles and mingles event before, right? I paid $50. It was at the oceanfront. I was like, okay, bet. It was a lot of uncles and aunties in there, you know.
Trying to
not
find
type of
somebody.
age
They
bracket.
need somebody
Yeah,
too.
but it's not, you know, like, you know, we
blocked
want to
your
have like
blessing
kind
on
of
that.
like an age.
What Lydia called the
type
silver
of
daddies? The
thing.
silver daddies went in there.
You might have blocked your blessings.
Silver daddies.
So
That's different.
I mean, they was somebody's daddy. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like like silver daddies. Like it, I may or may have not been trying to come up on a sugar daddy, but they wasn't there. So you know what I'm saying?
They was
Now,
the broke
but
uncles.
Somebody
yeah.
Damn.
But we want a nice. What'd you say? Youthful? I don't.
Youthful singles mixer?
Singles mixer. I would
should throw
say
one,
ages
y'all.
like 21 to 35 in a little way.
podcast?
Kind
Yeah,
of
we should throw one.
a bracket.
Just another podcast singles mixer.
Yeah, like some
That
sort
would
of
be
mixer
fun.
and
That's
stuff.
fire.
Willie, you gonna host?
No, Lydia can do
Who gonna host?
I'll host with you, Liddy. You
it.
We could do that.
can do that.
We could do that.
Yeah, do a mixer.
I love it.
You're in
Guidelines
it
for y'all
too.
put my brand on.
Come on, man.
Well, in July I might actually do one. There's like some. I'm trying to see what club or what area or whatever. Like I'm trying to see which clubs might want to have me host one there and whatnot. But I think I definitely will. Like I said, I have so many singles in my DMs right now, and I also am trying to hook people up. Like I made a joke.
You
before.
matchmaking?
Yeah, I'm matchmaking. Anybody need a boo?
Just got your head in everything.
No, I do. I got my hand in everything. So I posted something on my story. Like a guy asked me, "Hey, where can I find, single women, blah blah." Posted that on
He
my
was shooting a
story.
shot at you. You know that, right?
Someone said that. I don't know.
Yeah. He was talking about
She
you.
was clearly shooting a shot at you.
Yeah, but she obviously looked at
She's
this.
like,
She looked
I
at
can help
this
you. I can
and was like,
He had to be 5'10".
listen, if she put you on with another girl and
Yeah.
she didn't take it, that
Yeah.
says something about you, nigga.
No.
She didn't turn that conversation around.
She's single.
Oh.
She's single herself.
Exactly. Any woman that's willing to willingly pass you on to another woman
Right.
is a representation of where you're at in your life, nigga.
No,
Yep. Yes, it
okay.
is. Yep.
No.
Yes, it is. Don't care what you say.
The
No.
book says,
Hold on.
don't listen.
Let her get her lies off.
No, I'm not giving
Yeah, go
my.
ahead,
Okay.
go
He
ahead.
shot his shot at you.
So
Yeah.
okay, I
Man,
didn't
all the
take
men
it
in the
as
room,
that.
hold on. We can all agree he was shooting a shot.
Of
Yes.
course
100%.
he was.
100%.
And of course, and the rule book literally says anytime a woman friend zoned you and put you on to someone else, that's a nigga you stay away from. Nobody takes anything of value. I don't go find a diamond on the ground and be like, oh my God, let's split it, everyone. No, you're like, oh shit, put it in my pocket. He wasn't a diamond. He
wasn't.
He was somebody who was willing to pass. But continue.
Okay, so I didn't even look at his Instagram or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
No, listen. I'm not capping. So you got to think about me.
wait, I
Me
do
being
have a
like
cap
a
one.
influencer or whatever, I get so many DMs from people, and they ask me literally like, "Hey, where's a good spot I could take my husband for our anniversary? Hey, do you know a good seafood place?" So people literally inquired to me on a daily about stuff. So I literally took it as an inquiry. Like he was looking for like, "Hey, where's some good spots I can go to?" He said, "Where can I go to find a good R&B spot where a lot of single people might go?" So I took that as an inquiry. So I said, "Let me post it on my story," right? He had a couple bites. Like, women was actually kind of interested. Like, oh, where's
That didn't pique your interest at all?
What is he kind of looking? Huh?
That didn't pique your interest at all?
You didn't check his Instagram after
No,
that?
I did. I looked at his Instagram at that
cool.
point.
There we go.
I
I was about to be like,
Now,
that's cap.
But a lot of people were writing me, so I was like, dang, like, okay, let me go ahead and start. I told people, I said, look, people DM me, let me know what you look for, I'll hook you up. I got a lot of DMs from people that was like, hey, I'm looking for this person, I'm looking for that. Look, I was like, oh, so y'all really want to be hooked up. So, no, I'm hitched now. So, like, literally, I asked the guy, and I have another guy where I said, listen, if y'all dead ass, okay, send me a picture of you, a good selfie, send me a little bio, a little description, and I'm going to post you on my, on my
That's
page.
what's up.
I'm going to post y'all, and we're going to get you hooked up. So, we're going to see how that goes.
Did they get hooked up?
So one of them was like, he got to get his locked relocked. Okay, cool.
Okay,
He trying to get to a nice
He
little
wants some
thing.
fresh locks. Okay.
The other one, he ain't read my message yet, but we're going to see if he's serious about it. But I'm also trying to hook people up on Instagram Live. So if you know anybody that want to
Y'all gotta tap in with Stormy and get hooked up. She's hooking people up. Out
Nah.
here.
She got
Matchmaking.
food. She got
here
the food
for
places
all.
for you.
Singles live.
She got the
Stormy
singles for
Blue,
you.
AKA Hitch, AKA what's another dating movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. Either.
Yeah,
I
not
really
on top
do
of
it
my
all.
head.
I'd be like, a lot of time I'd be bored. So since like it all started with me being messy, then I was like, oh, I don't mind hooking some people up, like whatever.
Bro
I'm
was
bored.
shooting a shot at you though.
I mean, I guess.
You got to get
I
your radar
guess.
on.
Yeah.
You single too.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
You in
really,
the game.
When it comes to my like social media, that type of stuff, I don't really. I don't know. I don't really. So for me,
He not be
personally,
able to- he not
I
gonna bag you
stopped
in the
taking
DM.
hints from guys. Like I stopped trying to read guys a long time ago.
Oh, true
So
that.
if you want to
Say-
take me out on a date,
gotta
you
say
need
that. You gotta say
to
that.
come up and you need to say, "Hey, oh, I think that you're attractive. Let me take you out." Or, "Hey, this and that."
How,
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
how
I
receptive
stopped
to
doing
you
that
are
a
you?
long time
How
ago.
receptive to that are you?
I'm receptive if it's right, maybe it's the right little vibe. I'll be interested in going on a date and stuff, but I just don't like the whole trying to read and like. There's been
Yes.
guys before, even in person, where they're like, I've been trying to talk to you for a long time. Where?
Why you
Where?
say
How
that?
you
Said
been trying to
nothing
talk
to
to
me?
me for a long
Right.
time? What you mean? I be trying to like. Just because you
'Cause he liked
texted
all
me,
his
hey,
pictures.
what's good with you? What? Like,
Right.
no, you gotta actually
Come
ask me
correct.
out.
Okay.
So yeah.
We'll roll with that. We respect that, bro. You can't just blindly shoot in her DMs.
Yeah, that don't work.
You can't do it. Don't.
She
do
gonna hook you up with somebody else.
Yeah, hey, if you looking for a boo, come to Stormy Blue. Hey, I just made that up
There
right
you go.
now.
I'll put
I
it
just
on a
made that up right
t-shirt.
now. For real.
So y'all stay tuned. They might put together and cook up some speed dating thing. I
Ooh.
might come and curate the vibes for y'all, but
And relationship ish can be there.
relationship
Come on.
relationship ish.
Ish.
Relationship.
I'm sorry, I didn't know the name.
Relations.
Sorry, I didn't get it off right.
Thanks, bro.
But I'm saying y'all could be there.
So what's next though? What's the next frontier for the I was about to call them the dream chasers.
Storm chaser.
Chasers.
Storm chaser.
You like Meek Mill? Where you at? Ain't walking through that though.
So personally for me, my goal is I would like to continue to just put on the area. I like to continue to put on the 757, show more of the gyms. Personally for me and my brand, just trying to branch off a little more. When I started off just doing food, I realized something, and this is just for anybody that wants to get into influencing, content creating, anything. I wasn't really showing myself. I wasn't really putting myself out there. I was just doing food. I got a lot of followers from it, but I was just doing food, and I said, well, I'm not going to get brand deals, right? I'm not going to get people that are actually wanting to invest in me if I'm just posting food, and I'm not posting myself. So that's when I started putting myself in my content and started building my own brand, and then I started getting more deals and more people reaching out, X, Y, and Z. But for me, I did start a social media management business. I mean, I started that. I've been doing that for like 2 years, but I officially did the whole LLC thing, business thing in November of 2021. But I have clients and stuff I work with in the 757, but officially putting it out there probably in like a week or two. So that's just kind of like my goals. I want to, for me, be an all-around center spot, right? Like, I'm helping businesses from an influencer standpoint. I'm helping businesses from a social media standpoint. I'm marketing. I'm, doing all that type of stuff. So I would like to be honest, I kind of want to do my own network thing. Like eventually maybe hold networking seminars for businesses, business owners, content creators, influencers, because I feel like there's so much in the 757, right? Yeah. Even when you look at the housing market, you look at anything, like there's just so much in this area that a lot of people sleep on. The market's open for anything. You go get some Airbnbs right now. You could start you a whole label right now. You could really do anything that you want to do. So I just want to put that out there more.
Dope. Fire. Y'all need help managing your social media, which isn't easy, right? Like you said, the food part be kind of easy because people just like food. They share that. Yeah. And then you got to start giving them more of yourself. That's where they really
gotta give more of yourself. Put yourself out there. So anybody influencing, content creating, even if you're a rapper, artist, comedian, whatever, you got to just really market yourself in the best light is from what I learned to actually make it with the social media stuff. So
that's what we're messing up. We're not doing the best light.
Yeah. That's what that really is.
That's what we're messing up.
We're missing our mark with that.
Nah, I'm gonna keep going this controversial route. It's working. It's doing what we wanted to do. Are y'all ready for quickies? Storm Chaser, Stormy Blue. Y'all go follow her. We're gonna have all her stuff, link in the description. It's gonna pop up on the screen some places. No, it's gonna be on the screen. I got you. Y'all ready to get into these quickies?
Yeah, what's up? Now that he's like, now the real conversation.
Yeah. I brought my all right, quickies. What? Let's start with this one. Since we were talking about dating. Mm-hmm. A man is dating two women. He lies to one about this and is truthful with the other. Which relationship does he value more? Do we want to let the women chime in first?
Yeah, ladies first. Wrong answer? Ladies first.
Okay, let's go. You want to go first? So I'm looking at y'all like, look, might as well just go this way.
Which woman does he care about more?
Shit, I don't fucking know. I feel like it depends on.
Don't say either.
I don't know. These niggas ain't shit. They be like shit.
If that helps Lydia, I feel the same way. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
That actually might be the correct.
Exactly. That is actually correct.
I feel like it depends on what he thinks of you. For example, if he thinks you're a person that would value the truth and like be more accepting of it, then he might give you that because he loves you more in light of this other hoe on the side.
So that's what I was thinking.
Or it could go the other way, which is what niggas always say when they get caught cheating.
I
love you because I love you.
It's that Jody shit.
Which in some cases they might really be telling the truth.
Hey, the Jody shit does be working.
I'm fully aligned with Lydia. I'm like, I don't know either, nigga. I'm a dude. I don't know.
Fuck, right?
I don't know.
What you got for us?
That was a good answer.
Thank you.
That was a good answer.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
I think if he lies to you, he you said loves more? Yeah.
Which relationship does he value?
I think if he lies to you, he values you a little more because I think a lot of the times the side women know about the wife or the girlfriend or whatever, and he'll be upfront to say, hey, I got my girl, but look, I'm, what I'm saying? So she already knows about he got a whole wife and life and everything, but she's okay
really
with
value
it.
Like that.
But the wife, he's not gonna tell her because he wants to keep the family and keep that relationship. So I think maybe if he lies to
That's
you.
some
You got to get that baby boy clip.
Yeah.
I lie to you because I care about your feelings.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between. If we're just dating though, so let's take it out of the marriage thing. I do think if we're dating and they're on an equal plane, so like what she just said, there's like more of a hierarchy. If it's equal, it'd probably be the person that you're telling the truth to most because then you're laying a foundation for a potential long-term relationship. So like if you might have to keep up with certain things. So if they're both equal, I would say the one that you're telling the truth is the one you probably place more value on.
Brother Els.
I feel the same exact way, Willie. If you're telling them the truth or whatever, I think you have a little bit more value on that relationship.
And just
if you're being straight up,
respect for her
yeah,
in general.
you being straight up, you being like a man and owning it. Like, hey, look, this is what it is. Straightforward.
Yeah, so maybe if you're using the dating scene and you guys are on the same level, then what is the lying about? Like, let's say though your boyfriend and girlfriend, so you could say you're truthful, so you're gonna tell your girlfriend that you're sleeping around with other women. Or
No,
would you tell the
dating.
other
He
women?
said
Yeah, or
dating.
dating.
So dating
I'm
means
sorry.
dating.
Yeah, that's a different. It's hierarchy for me. So dating means we're not in a committed relationship. And what I'm saying is, if we're just dating, we're not in a committed relationship. That means guys and women have all kind of reasons to lie.
Right.
So like at the end of the day, remember there's a resource exchange happening in a dating space. So of course that if there's someone I'm dating, but I'm also being truthful, is because I do see potential that this relationship could form into a actual exclusive relationship. But every woman I date that doesn't necessarily mean that I plan on being exclusive with you.
Can you give me the truth and the lie? Like if you're dating, like you're casual dating, you're dating multiple people, what's the truth and the lie? Are you telling the person that you like more that, yes, I am seeing other people, and you're just not telling the other people that you're not seeing other people? Like, or what's the scale of the truth and lie? Because I take it as, in his scenario, that they're talking about the other woman. Like, they're talking about that. That's how I'm kind of taking that scenario.
It could be anything. I mean, it could be, you know, how like I believe truth should be based on the desired outcome you want from someone, right? So let's say, for example, if I want to talk to somebody about like a former relationship, I may explain to someone and be honest with someone about my past because I desire a long-term relationship with this person. And then someone else can ask me and say, hey, can you tell me about this person? I'll be like, there's nothing to talk about.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that I'm always just trying to be deceitful. I don't think that your honesty should always be the same for everybody. So if you walk by a doorman and he's overweight, you shouldn't walk by and say you're fat. You don't desire a long-term relationship with that person, so your opinion or your experience of him should not be communicated. So your honesty should literally align to what type of space you want to create with that individual.
Got you. So definitely scenario based. I mean, basically every question is always like scenario based or opinionated, but I can definitely see the scenarios as far as, okay, maybe in that instance it works out to where, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be truthful in this sense of, she asked me something about my past, so I want to be open. But then in another sense where you might lie, I don't know, you might actually.
No, lie. Might
Yeah.
No, not lie, but I think that every time if you're dating someone, and women obviously probably know it sooner than men, you have to understand what is your desire. What do you want from the space? Everybody in this room has slept with somebody that you didn't feel that you needed to be 100% honest with because you didn't desire a long-term space with that, long-term relationship with that person. So only that person knows the true intent of that space that you're creating. You'll never know.
What about for y'all? Flip side. You talking to two different dudes. You tell one the truth, you lying to the other. Who do you care about more? She like, I like
Y'all-
all these niggas.
No, I tell, I'm truthful to all of them. Like, and y'all might think that's cap, but I'm a very open person, and I stopped lying a long time ago. When it comes to like casually dating, I like to let
You
people
get older,
know.
you just get. You
Yeah,
start
I
say,
like
yeah.
to let people know the vibes of us casually dating, you know, up front, or my intentions kind of up front. So I don't know. I wouldn't, like, if I was saying, I don't see the reason to have to lie if we're just casually dating. I don't see the reason for it to be any sense of that type of vibe.
See, but I disagree. I guess my idea of honesty and lying is different than yours because, first of all, what she just said is a typical woman answer. All women answer the question just like that. I'm honest with everybody, but there's levels.
I don't think all women answer the question
No,
like
they
that.
do. But I'm just saying they all say it though. Your line, I could have wrote that before you said it. So what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, though, all women do have discernment on what information they share with different dudes. All women don't share the same thing, and in my opinion, that's a form of lying. Withholding information in a space, to me, is lying. So if we're sharing a space together and you literally calculate things you want to share with me, that's a lie to me.
Okay, so it is two different definition lying. I don't think that's lying. I don't think if I'm talking to
That's
one person.
compartmentalization.
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't
wait,
think
wait,
if
Oh, so
I'm.
withholding. Oh, so
I
wait.
don't-
So if we withhold information, that's not lying.
No, so
Oh shit.
Okay, no, listen. So what? So we're dating, right? You ask me some information about, hey, so like, can you let me know some stuff about your ex or whatever? And I'm like, no, or however the case may be. I didn't lie to you about anything. I just told you, no, I don't want to talk to it because maybe we've only been talking for a couple weeks and I don't feel comfortable as far as saying that. But that's not a lie.
But
I didn't lie and say, oh no, I don't have an ex.
But there's
Oh, no,
certain
I don't
guys.
have anything
There are
like that.
certain guys.
Yeah, I don't have an ex.
I don't have an ex.
No,
Like-
but there are certain guys that you are with that you're gonna spill certain information at certain intervals that you're not gonna spill with someone else. Every woman Maybe for
It's
me.
not a
Wait,
lie.
isn't that kind of what you said before though?
Right.
On your side?
What?
You said you don't desire to share all information.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's what I said. So when
So it's
she
a
was
lie,
asking
right?
me to
He's
break,
just saying he
she
called it a lie.
Right. I called it a lie.
Right, okay,
I
okay,
did.
I'm with you, I'm with you.
Because what
That's
I'm
really
what,
the only
what I'm
disconnect. Y'all are
saying
saying
is
the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, but I do think there's some women who get around you and they're saying, hey, I really see a long-term relationship with this person, so they start divulge more information.
I get
Then
you.
some women get into a space where they don't.
Yes.
And I think that I think as I've evolved, I think when you really get into like the levels of honesty, being not fully truthful, not being always transparent is literally a calculated risk. You get into these experiences and you say, hey, based on the desires I want from this space, I'm going to tell them this much. I'm going to say this thing. I'm going to show up this way because you don't know how you're going to want to interact with this person. What if you find a guy, like women say, I'm super honest, right? But then they meet a guy and this guy, I really like this guy. And they say, hey, this guy may say something like, he may think differently than me. The girl may wait a while to be able to share that piece of information because they're nervous of how that person's going to experience them,
sure.
especially when the emotion's higher, especially when they place more value on that person. For a nigga you don't give a fuck, Lydia would probably tell him any fucking thing because she don't like the guy. So to me, I just look at, and I used to think like you do, I think withholding information, sometimes painting different pictures is a lie to me. As I've gotten older,
Okay.
that's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that to you. To me, I don't take it as a lie. So I get exactly what you're saying, and I feel like we are kind of on the same path, but I don't
you
take it
guys-
as a
y'all
lie.
are just- y'all are just
Yeah.
wording it
Literally,
different.
he just said when I don't divulge everything to somebody,
Yeah.
I feel it's
know
a lie.
I'm actively lying.
Yeah.
And you don't
Yeah,
think
but
it's- and you don't
I
know.
wanted to get away from the hood nigga version of lying because I feel like that was
no,
that's
beneath us.
No,
We don't
that's
talk
what
like
that's
that,
what I was saying. Like the hood nigga lie, like she was saying it. I just wanted to take it to another gear on this podcast. I don't want to be like, oh, are you fucking bitches? No, I fucked you. Oh yeah, I was fucking other bitches.
yeah.
No, that's lame.
That's simple.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
there's
I mean, I would take
he's
that-
talking about the deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the deeper,
You got that you don't
the
want.
I got
Yeah.
Like you said, if
I
you
think-
care about a dude, you're gonna give him more. The guy you don't care about, you know, or you might with
Right.
point withhold because he's like, I don't want him. To
Yeah, because I've had women a lot of women be like, yo, you don't really talk much, or you're cold, you standoffish. Bitch, I maybe don't want to
I'm
share
late
that
night
space
organ
with
donor for you. I don't
right?
even
You know what
like
I'm saying?
you.
I don't want to share that space with you.
And
You
I
call
wouldn't
it a
take
goal.
that as a lie, though. Like, if you didn't want to disclose something to me, maybe your intentions personally is, in your mind, you're like, I don't see us going long term. I don't see us going anything. But it's like how comfortable you are with me. So I want to take that as you don't want to talk. I've had guys have that happen to me before. They don't want to talk.
So we define that as comfort honesty, though. So it's not full truth. Comfort honesty means I'm only truthful with people I'm comfortable with. That's, to me, is not a person who's being fully honest. But I'm a little bit deeper on how we look at honesty and truth. So I think how you were looking at it was the niggas who lie to kick it. In your world, totally get it. I'm talking about that I know from various experience, if I'm dating 5 women, there may be one woman I'm actually being more honest with, I'm being more truthful, I'm exposing more to, I'm enjoying our conversation. Then another person, I'm probably just keeping it very shallow. You like tacos, I like tacos, your place, my place, 10 o'clock, and that's it. To me, I'm not going to go around to L's and be like, yo, I'm being fully honest with this bitch that we only go to get tacos with. No, you're not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like how you
like
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Sure.
I like it.
So the next one, do we want to talk about Diddy and Carisha,
We can
I
talk
didn't
about it
watch
for a
it, but
second.
I've been seeing.
or do
Yeah, I
we want to
didn't watch
skip
it.
past that and talk about women? What did I say earlier?
I don't know.
Oh, not knowing what to
catering?
do to cater to a man.
Yeah, we can go to that. We can go to that.
Okay.
Let's
Do
get
it.
Diddy and Carisha.
I have a clip for you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no music.
I'm ready. I actually followed this.
Bring that man a plate, rub his feet, just basic things. The attitude of so many women that I see now is they don't want to cater to a man in any, it's almost like it's a dirty word. They don't want to compete for a man. They want him to just pick her because she's so special. But it's too much competition. There's too much out here. What are you doing to outbeat the competition? What are you doing to win over a man? And a lot of women, they don't want to do it. They want to have attitudes, not be in, work on themselves in any kind of way, physically, mentally, spiritually. Just think they just show up. Me being alive, being a woman with a vagina is enough for a man to choose me. Accept me as I am. All the men need to change. All the men need to stop being this way. But us women, we're perfect out the womb. We're perfect. Just because we're born, we're perfect.
I know. I'm sure that is
Hey, Dean, before we deep dive into that,
Dramatic.
all y'all
But that's
should know-
good news for me because I'm going to compete.
Oh, no, she's still
And
cooking.
Oh,
I'm
she's still
glad that they're
cooking.
taking
Wait.
themselves out the competition. That's less work for me.
Yeah, who is that?
Before,
You can't even
her name
get
is
women.
Melanie King, and she's
Hey.
like a student of Kevin Samuels. Like that's like her brother.
Yo, I love her. I need to follow her right now.
Me too.
No, her page on YouTube is phenomenal.
Yeah, yo, she almost let me drop it to you. She said,
Y'all want to react, or do we need to
No,
go
let her-
in our bag first?
Why are you looking?
Well, you're our guest. So you know what I mean? Thoughts?
So I agree. I actually agree with her. So I actually
Refreshing.
didn't really mind Kevin Samuels, and maybe some people might be against
We
that.
support
But
that guy.
yeah, I actually don't. I didn't mind Kevin Samuels at all. I thought like people say, "Oh, he's rude." That's his content. You wouldn't watch him if he was boring. Okay, like yeah, I'm a content
Very
creator.
true.
That's
You
his.
get
That's
that part.
literally his
100%.
content, and he says it. It's my content. People tune in because it's hilarious, and that's how he does it. If you actually listen to his message and what he was saying, which was
You
in
came here
fact
to drop
that.
bars too?
yes.
No, so
did.
I,
Hold
so
on, you should go-
I'm
you-
not
we spinning
against
the
her.
block?
Like, huh?
Are we spinning the block?
Yeah,
All for them niggas.
but not for real. Like, I agree with what she was saying. I think a lot of women, especially in this type of age bracket and stuff, like they do kind of show up just as they are, and they're judging a lot of women, and men. I mean, shit, judging women too, but they are judging men and saying, okay, no, he don't do this for me. Oh, he don't do that. Oh, he not trying to take me on these dates. Like just like earlier when you brought up the broke comment for going on a coffee date. And I'm like, what? That's just getting to know each other. It's just casual vibes. So, I mean, I liked what she was saying. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. You should compete for a guy, just like men are competing for
constantly
women.
competing.
They constantly competing.
We're competing with each other because we know what's up.
Right.
Yeah, so women should. But I like what she said at the end, more room for me. Because let me tell you, I agree with that statement all the way. Because when I deal with men, they'll be like, oh, you know, da-da. I'll be like, oh, she didn't do what now? Okay. She didn't do what now? Okay.
I've got it.
Yeah, I got you.
Got it.
Yeah, I got you. So I agree with it. Yeah, I agree.
Liddy, react.
So, okay, let me kind of play devil's advocate, right? Because I've said on different episodes, like, it is very important, whatever dude you're dating or you want to be in a relationship with, you have to learn that man, you have to listen to him so that you know how to cater to him.
Yes.
Basically, I've said that. It's been stated, right? The other side of that coin is kind of like a question for you men in the room, because a lot of the time, women will be like, well, should I be doing wifey things if I'm not his wife? You get what I'm saying?
That is a
like
lot of women's
they get
standpoint.
caught doing too much for niggas that ain't fucking worth it. Like, why am I doing all this for him? He don't even blah blah blah. Like, when is it I'm competing for a man, I'm catering, and when is it I'm doing wifey shit for a nigga who doesn't deserve it?
I think that
Should I be washing your laundry? Like,
No, you gotta
No.
be selective.
what are we talking about?
No, I agree with what Els just said, and I think I'll take it a step further, and I think it goes for men and women. When you're dating someone or you're experiencing someone, you should make your decisions on how much you want to invest or what you think that relationship will be based on present state, right? How is this person showing up now? I think as a man, I've made a mistake thinking that, hey, if I go further with this woman, she will do those things. And I realized, no, she showed up the same exact way she
Right.
was when we were dating.
Believe who she was.
So what I've learned through my experience is you got to look at the person that you're with. How are they showing up today? And is that something that you value in a long-term partner? If you make a decision as a woman to hedge your bet and say, I'm only going to give you 50%, then I have to make a decision based on 50% Liddy. Is this somebody I want to be with? If that's what you think I'm worth, to only give me 50%, I respect that. Then I'm going to make a 50% decision and we'll decide if we stay or go. But I think each woman has to understand, like we just said, what is your intentionality of the relationship? You guys have gave 10, 20% to men. That's fine. But if me and her started to date and then she was like, hey, this is somebody I think that should be my husband, you damn sure she better show 100%. She better play to win.
Facts.
That's facts.
There's nothing else to say.
And I think
Really-
a lot
really
of
isn't.
people. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh no, we're saying from our standpoint, like that's
He covered it.
Nothing else for me to say.
For us.
And I think there's a thing with a lot of people date or put a lot of energy into people that don't really like them like that. You know, like they will be with somebody and this person is really showing you that they don't like you like that. Like,
You don't like
and
shit.
someone,
You
yeah,
deserve
someone told me years ago, straight up, like when I was dealing with this guy and it was one of my homeboys, he said, he don't like you. Like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? We fucking around, we, you know, doing all this stuff, and I'm doing this for him. And my homeboy's like, no, like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, he don't like you. Like, the way he, you know, move with you, he don't. And I was like, dang. And then he said, you got to choose people that like you straight up, because I was down bad, early 20s, you know, I was down bad. But I think more people need to have conversations and talk about intentions, and especially when dating, to say, hey, what are you looking for? oh, I'm looking for a husband, I'm looking for a wife, or I'm looking for a serious relationship, versus I've done it. A lot of people probably have. I tell a guy, oh yeah, no, I'm looking for a serious relationship. He like, oh, I'm just, chilling right now. I'm just chilling.
They swear.
I'm still going, yeah.
Chilling.
Now I'm chilling with him because I like him or I like his vibe. And I'm thinking, okay, nah, because I'm so cool, he gonna end up really wanting me, right?
No, we still chilling.
And
no,
I
cool with
learned
the
a
chilling.
long time ago, believe men what they say. When they say they chilling, they chilling.
Fact.
When they say they dating or they want a relationship, they want it. Now, some might be closed off a little bit in the beginning because of maybe trauma or
Yeah, we've
past
been hurt.
emotions. But for the most part, believe in what they say. So choose people. I feel like if you want a boyfriend or a girlfriend or you're looking for long-term relationships, express that in the beginning and actually stick to what you're looking for.
That's hard for me because I do agree with you. I wouldn't even say go off of his words to go by his actions. Right?
Actions,
So
always
I definitely agree with that, and I do think for the most part, I think 90% of men, I would agree that once they say, hey, this is what I'm onto. I will say in defense of women though, sometimes men's words and actions don't always align.
Fact.
And I also will agree that, I totally agree with that.
gotta go off actions.
A woman checked me on that one time, and I was like, she was right. She's like, that's been one of her issues, that sometimes there's not alignment. And then I'll speak for me that sometimes I haven't been around enough men who have said, yo, I'm definitely looking for a wife. I think most men are open to it, but when we get into an experience, we don't know what this experience will be. And it does kind of, like for me, it's probably would take someone who to really tap in and kind of be patient and really take me through that progression of friendship to dating to relationship to
And
marriage.
showing up as a
right,
wife.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what it would take for me to just be like, hey, I'm looking for a wife. Maybe if I was older and I felt a little bit more like time crunch, but I do think most relationships kind of like evolve where you probably didn't necessarily say that's what I'm looking for. Like I don't believe, and I know this dude, so I've never had a conversation with Kadeem. He's like, Willie, I'm looking for a wife. Like
Not ever.
That, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of goes into that.
So I've never heard that like either. I just want to point that out there.
Right.
Like I'm just saying as far as the intentional dating goes, right? Because I think that if we are agreeing, like obviously, like I know in the future I want to be a wife, right? There's people from the rip that know they don't want to get married. Yeah. Maybe somebody might change that, but people are like, no, I don't want to get married. But I know I eventually one day want to get married. So some of my questions when I first start talking to a guy or I'm dating a guy is I want to know, do you have plans of marriage in the future? Obviously, maybe right now, but I want to know, do you have plans of marriage in the future? He says yes or no, because he kind of has an idea of that. Do you want kids in the future? Has an idea if he wants kids or not. So just as long as right now you are, though, actually looking for a serious relationship, that's my key question. Are you looking for a serious relationship? At that point, if he's like, no, I'm just having fun right now, I'm just kind of, chilling, I'm just kind of doing that, that might be somebody that I don't want to deal with because I want somebody that is sure that they are looking for a serious relationship. Obviously, we got to work towards that, right? We're not just off the rip, like about to be boyfriend, girlfriend, this type of stuff. But I want somebody that at least has that idea in mind.
So I'm like me, I would say like I'm open to the idea of it. I don't
Okay,
know if
I like that.
I'm always like necessarily looking for it.
Okay.
But I do think it's
I like
based
that
on
verbiage.
how that person shows up and like the energy they put in. So there could be someone that starts off as A, but then they evolve to B, C, and D. And I really do think, and it goes back to what we just said, I think it's how the woman plays the game. Like,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
no, you were saying we got an abundance mindset. So
Right.
I'll be sitting around thinking like if she leave, I'm gonna be stuck. There's more of y'all out here.
A lot.
But we always come into the situation spinning plates, having multiple joints, and then as they fall off, the cream rise to the top.
It does.
Then you end up in a serious relationship. But I don't think I've ever met somebody and be like, damn, I want her to be my girl.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, you
That's
gotta
it.
have those vibes because, like, we all know, the more you get to know somebody and the longer you deal with somebody, you get to see their true colors.
Absolutely.
So the more you we could be talking, having fun, hanging out, like, ooh, everything's good. We going to happy hour, we drinking, sex is good, like
We
everything's
watching
a
Stormy
vibe.
Blue to figure out where to go.
No, right.
But then as soon as we make it to the hardships or until some real stuff goes on or just in general our life happens, right? Then that's when you start to realize somebody like all of a sudden I got a flat tire on the side of the road and he
Always
Why we keep going back to this flat tire?
always a flat tire, but it matters.
And you call when he don't show up?
Yeah,
This shit
Matters.
plastered outside the wall or something,
I call
bro.
him and he don't show up or he not really there to help me out. And, you know, maybe even in his return, he finds out like, yo, I'm trying to really talk to this girl and she not listening. Like a lot of my homeboys say they have a problem with women that don't listen. Like he's trying to open up or he's trying to express something to her and she's not hearing him, you know, and that's a big pet peeve for some of my homeboys I talk to. So I think as time goes, we obviously get to know, but at least in the beginning, if we kind of, like for me, if I know you're not just trying to chill with me, you're not just trying to Netflix and chill. Now he could lie to me in the beginning and say, oh yeah, I do want this, but at the end of the day, he still wanted Netflix and
You
chill.
took her to a spot she ain't know about. She ain't
But
here
at least I did my job and I asked the question.
But you know what though? And like, would you agree that like most people say like women know these things quicker than men? Like we probably are just not wired that way. Like we probably don't know in that first week, like, yo, this is somebody I would want to go the distance with. It just like, it takes us a little bit longer for us to really tap into that.
I need
think
y'all to
women are
tell
like
me
that
that
either.
because I think men
think women are like
low-key know. I think men low-key know before, like, they kind of have a sense or idea of, okay, how can I say this?
I don't know if they're aware of it though. They might know it subconsciously, but I'm not even sure if they're aware.
I feel like
we put
men
y'all in
from
the
the
early
beginning
category.
like,
but it's still not.
No, I'm saying I didn't know. Like most of the longest spaces that I've been in, I didn't know. Like,
well, let me just say, I feel like men, and you guys can tell me, please tell me as the men. I feel like you guys kind of know in your head.
All the time. We don't never get to say
I think you guys kind of know in your head an ideal wife, like from maybe the jump. Like we're not just with that person, but you have an idea
You're like
wife,
like a category, like
that
a
you-
list.
Yeah, like maybe like a list or a checklist in your head.
You should as a man.
You have a checklist.
No, like a loose.
I never.
shape
No,
in
you
your
no,
head.
but you should.
Like
You
a
should.
feel
You should.
in.
Abstract
No.
feeling.
I will agree. As I've gotten older, I realize you should, so that you understand like a filter. You should have like an idea of like what
you're
you
looking for.
desire.
Yeah.
100%.
Like that, no,
Right.
yeah.
And I think it does help you, but I still think that women are better at like intentionality, and they also know like I feel like very early a woman knows how like what space they want to put this
Let me ask
man
you
in.
something though. How would you even know? Like even like Caitlin's the only woman I've ever lived with. How would you know what your checklist holds until you even in that space?
But that's what I'm saying. But
you got to get to that level.
right, and actually this is gonna.
how
sound,
many women y'all?
Wait. But this is what's bad, and this is gonna. Women are probably gonna hate this. Women get better at tapping into men because they have usually more experiences than men do. So women already know. That's why when you get a woman in her like late 20s, early 30s, she's already tapped in.
She's figured the game
already,
out.
Yeah, she's already been through that.
I've been through that template of nigga already.
So when you get that girl who's already been through some shit, they come in like with a laser focus.
And they can read.
know.
They can read through the niggas that they don't want.
Whereas
Already.
men, our brain from 20 to 30 still has been layered on for that first month. Like, am I hitting it or not? We don't even get really good at being intentional until we go through situations. I got better after I did live with somebody and when I did tap in. And because I only tapped in so few times, it took me a while to understand, okay, oh shit, I don't like that. But with you, like you said, it's the first time, so you didn't know. But I had to go all the way in.
How would you even get to the point of marriage without living with somebody first?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like it to me was like, even when I made the decision to do it, it was literally at random. There was nothing there. Like there was no logic behind my decision.
Yeah, I would never do
For
that.
me, it's like
This nigga's crazy.
for me, it's like in stages. Like, all right, so when you first meet,
I was younger.
do
Hey,
they?
I used to be like, hey, no, we married. It's like, my nigga wouldn't fuck. What Cat Williams said? I've known him for 10 months. He wouldn't fucking do that. It's not him. It's not him.
But like when you first start dating somebody, like she can check off certain things. Like, all right, appearance, check that off.
Yeah.
Conversation, check that off. It's different stages. So now when you start dating, now you get to start. Oh well, she's business oriented, or she's driven professionally. Okay, check that off. Now when you start living together,
you live with somebody too.
I'm just saying, but
it's
you
a
live
whole different.
But I'm
mindset.
saying though, when you start living, all right, cool. She does house cleaning. She's always preparing meals. She's this in the house. So you can check those off. Now you can start to see, all right, she's checking off all of these things. Now you go to the next level. The next level is what? Maybe proposing.
Yeah, no, that's what. But I'm saying to their question was like, yo, you already have like a preconceived checklist
From
like,
stages, like I
I
said.
was like, but nigga, I didn't know I was gonna even care
Not
about
on
none of
level-
this shit
not on
until-
level 4.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's based off of experiences.
But
And-
their list comes
So
in
wait,
out
no,
the
no,
dirt.
Wait,
no.
you guys. There's a like a list, right? And then there's like a feeling list,
Now go off there.
right?
No, I'm
does
not
she
feeling.
feel like home to you? Does she
That
make
comes
you
with time.
feel like
That's
your
some girl
emotions?
shit.
That comes with time.
Yeah.
Are your
Lydia,
emotions?
but-
If
that
you're
comes
not
with
going to
time.
marry someone, your emotions
but
are
what
not
I'm
comes
safe
with
for.
time.
But what I'm saying is the
I
same
don't
thing.
want to talk about
Could-
time.
No,
I'm
but
just saying about this loose form in your brain of what a wife is.
Kadeem is saying something that I'm saying in the same breath. Kadeem obviously experiences older He was like, guys, in my opinion, are slower to learn things than women are. What I'm saying, when I made my rash decision, I was still in my 20s. Most women in their 20s are still out there getting it. So I'm saying, but they learn, even when women are out there, they're gaining experience.
still learning.
Women are just getting smarter and smarter and smarter in their 20s. Guys, we're like, what did they say, 35? So from 20 to 30, all we're thinking about is fucking.
Yeah,
we're not even thinking intentionality or marriage. So until you actually experience it and be in it, you obviously you're not gonna say it on camera. You're in an experience and you're learning like, shit, if I was to leave here,
I'm not gonna do.
right. But there are things now that if you were to do it again, you would actually say, yo, is this gonna happen if we live together? Is this gonna happen? You didn't know.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Women do that though. How many times have we met women in their 30s and you be like, did you live with a nigga? You know how rare it is to find a woman in her 30s that's never lived with a nigga?
That's
Very.
Very.
At least one.
They're like,
That's
thank
rare.
you. Women just go through it faster. So by the time you meet them in their 30s, they already know.
I think
he
women
living
give
with her or
access.
vice versa?
I think women give access first.
I'm just saying,
easier than
I
us.
don't know a woman in her 30s that hasn't shacked up with a nigga. I don't know him.
That's why I say I think women give access quicker than we do.
Bingo.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that I don't want to say manipulation is the word or so, but I would say that a lot of men that I can see, they stick to kind of their thing, right? They stick to like a routine. They stick to their guns, right? So like if they're gonna go to the gym after work, they're gonna go to the gym after work, and you're gonna fit in their plans. As a woman, you're gonna fit in. You're gonna fit in their plans. You're gonna fit in how they do it, right? Same thing with the whole I want a relationship, but he's talking about he want to chill. Okay, cool. We could chill, even though I know I want a relationship. So I think a lot of women kind of tailor themselves to men, and in a way, I think it's like kind of a problem with women and why we kind of a little bit end up with like.
We was doing wifey
It's
shit.
certain sister, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of things like that. Like that's a us thing we gotta fix. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all this, because y'all have daughters. How are you gonna teach your daughter how to not do that?
Not do what?
Not jump in and do the wifey shit for a nigga who doesn't deserve it, or how to
Because
recognize
when
the nigga
she's
who
talking
does
to a
deserve
nigga
it.
that don't deserve it, I'm gonna tell him he ain't shit. And you don't need to be fucking with him. He ain't shit.
That's your plan. That's your grand plan.
No, she's gonna do what she wants to do. All y'all do what y'all want to do. You told us a week ago you were hard headed. So it doesn't matter what I say or what I show her. Eventually, she's gonna want to go out there, like they said, and get that experience on her own. All I can do is guide her and show her, like, yo, this is how a dude should treat you. This is what you should be looking for. She's gonna end up looking for what she wants to.
Right. But she could come to you and ask, like, I'm doing all this stuff, Dad, and the relationship isn't what I want it to be, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and if she's like, yo, I asked him when we first started talking, what were we? And he said, oh, I'm just chilling right now. I was like, you shouldn't have fucked with him.
Yeah, but I think it kind of goes, and this is probably my biggest regret, like just in other things other than dating. And I think the same thing if somebody asked me that same question that Lydia asked me the other day. And I think it's the best thing I could teach my daughter is just have intentions about like, what do you ultimately want? Start with the end in mind. I think a lot of times women from 20 to 30, they don't have that mindset of like, what do I ultimately want from these experiences? And so they don't act accordingly. All I could ask my daughter to do is say, hey, if you want a man that's A, B, C, and D, whatever you want that man to be, are you being that woman today?
For that man.
Yeah, for that man.
And our daughters ain't gonna have that I need to be independent, fuck a nigga mentality. She gonna grow up knowing like, no, a man should be providing these things for me in my life if I'm gonna be with him. So she's not gonna be looking for just a companion. She's gonna be looking for the same shit that I'm gonna be showing her her whole life.
Because I mean, and I'll ask the women. I'll flip the other question around. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you guys haven't had amazing experiences, but like when you do find the man of your dreams and you get married, wouldn't you agree that you would have probably cut off half of the things you did experience to get to that person quicker?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, oh, you mean like saying, I wish I didn't have to go through all this bullshit before I found you?
Yeah, well, yeah. What I'm saying is that, like, wouldn't you agree that, like your experiences have taught you what you don't and do not want? Right. But then once you've gotten to that place of, like, fully feeling like you know yourself and knowing what you desire, wouldn't you have wished that you knew that same thing earlier so that you could have been more intentional in your dating experiences?
Sure, but I feel like that's wishful thinking because I am only the way I am because of my collective experiences.
Absolutely.
So if half that shit didn't happen, I wouldn't be this person, and I might not even get along with that person that I'm meant for now.
No, totally agree. But what I'm saying is, but then once you get there, though, sometimes you're like, damn. But no, we're saying the same thing. I'm just saying, but don't you still being like, damn, I wish I didn't. Like you, like there's people in your past that you're like, man, I wish I wouldn't even given that person access to me. I wish I wasn't. I wasn't giving them things that they didn't even deserve. Like I've told women before, like, and as a like the highest compliment, you gave niggas things that they didn't even deserve. You gave them energy, you gave them box, you gave them things that they didn't even like. You allowed weak niggas to live.
Yep.
Because you made them think it was acceptable to do this.
Right.
That's facts. That's why I said earlier, like us women, we have to like kind of change, right?
That's
like
what we said
have to,
last
yeah,
week.
like we have
the
to take
bar.
some accountability and raise the bar. And you know, a lot of people may not again have like Kevin Samuels, rest in peace.
Rest in
But
peace.
I
in power.
understood his mission and I understood what he was trying to say. And personally, I feel like I have to look her up, like who you showed,
Right.
and kind of hear her out, right? Because personally, I feel like there's not enough women who are preaching that type of stuff. There's not enough women, like I don't hear enough wives, right, talking who have high influence and saying what it takes for a marriage, like to be a woman in a marriage. Like
I got
what
a couple pages.
yeah, like this is what it takes to be a wife, because a lot of women don't know, you know, what it takes, right? And that's a lot what kind of Kevin Samuels was talking about, especially with his whole high value man thing. Like, okay, a lot of y'all are living in a delusional world where you want X, Y, and Z, but you're not
what
this.
that man wants.
You know, so he was being real about it, but maybe his delivery was a little much, but he's being real. So we have to change.
And he was checking dudes way
He
before
was.
that. Way before that.
That was his first. That was his first target.
They don't care about that, bro.
No, yeah, a lot of people don't.
They don't.
Yeah, because they don't
men
do
talk.
that.
Look,
Yeah.
I tell people this all the time. Willie called me husky. His mama called me thick. And they take it personal. I went to the gym. But if you tell a woman the same thing, she's gonna get in her feelings. Matter of fact, I had this topic I was gonna save it for something else, but I'm gonna spin it off real quick. I was having a conversation the other day, and somebody was like, "Well, if I was gaining weight, I wouldn't want my man to tell me that. I would want him to love me for me."
She said what?
No, seriously. And I was like, nah, like, I want the people that love me to be like, hey, bro, you falling off. What's up? And personally, as a man, I don't care about the tone. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But women do. And I've actually done it. He's seen it. I told a girl that I was dating when I met her. She was fire. Body was crazy. Started gaining some weight. I didn't say it rude. I didn't say it in a rude manner. I was like, hey, babe. You know what I'm saying? And what really happened was the sex started kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's not really my cup of
I
tea.
feel like nothing's wrong with that.
No. I was less attracted to her.
Oh, yeah.
And I told her why. And I said, yo, let's go to the gym, this, that, and the third. And she told me other niggas like it.
But that's the thing. That's what's
Oh yeah,
wrong.
you gotta go.
But that's what's
Not
wrong.
me. So-
But that's what's wrong with like relationships is we don't think that we should be showing up as our best version of ourselves for the people we're
Facts.
dating.
First
We're down to do it when we're out in the streets. But when I'm with this person, why would I not want to be physically my best, mentally my best, spiritually my best? We should be in therapy while we're in relationships. We should be we're going to the gym while we're in relationships.
Yep.
We should be trying to grow together while we're in relationships.
Yep.
I would want to still be my best. So a woman, if I'm going to you and say, hey man, and maybe it's a check-in to say there's something else in her life that's creating the weight gain, but I do want to like say, hey, why are you not be able to be at your best, and how can I help you? How can I add value to get you back there?
Yeah.
And people definitely sometimes feel too comfortable. Like, you know, you get in that vibe of you're in a relationship, this is just it, and we're just way, like, I don't know about other people's parents, but I watched my parents, you know, when they were like 40, that was like it. You know, they kind of just like chill, came home every day, just gained weight, just was like, I'm 40. Yeah, F
we here.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have each other. That's who they're going to be with for the rest of their life, X, Y, Z. But then I look at other people at 40 as I got older. I'm like, dang, y'all really, you know, y'all out here doing it and stuff. So
Right.
I think
At
people
40,
get
I want her to be like,
comfortable.
he's still pressure out here.
Yeah, people get comfortable, and I think significant others play a part in that because you allow your significant other to be comfortable. So, I mean, if I was in a relationship and he had me here and I didn't have kids, that's a different story, right? But I didn't have kids and I just gained an abundance of weight over time, like not going to the gym. Every time he come home, I'm on the couch eating Cheetos, just chilling, you know, and he's still going to the gym. He's still him. And I'm just like, oh, no, then yeah, I mean, he has the right to feel the way he wants to feel, and he has the right to speak his mind about that. So I don't see a problem with it.
I agree.
Yeah. She's still big now.
And she right, you know, like other people. Yeah, everybody
That's
has
so
somebody
petty.
that would like it. Yeah, she found her man, like, or she may have found somebody that
She's
like
still
it.
big.
You know, but you're right. People have to show up as the best version of themselves and stop looking for. My biggest thing is stop looking for somebody to have to deal with your trauma. Like some people feel like the person that they find and that's going to be their person is going to be the one that's going to put up with their BS.
Negative.
Yeah, like they're going to put
I
up
didn't
with.
put you through that trauma.
Yeah,
so.
you know, like, oh, like
Lord.
I'm crazy. You must not be for me because I can't, like, and I'm just like, no,
I have a question about that though, and I asked this to someone this week, and they didn't give me a really good answer. It's a pod question. I don't think it's.
Well, he's like, they didn't give me a good answer, but let's go.
No, because it's debatable, right? There's no right or wrong answer, but I thought this is a good topic. At what point does a man that did not create the trauma, how much of it is his responsibility to deal or help you with that trauma?
0.
You say 0?
0.
So if I meet a woman, and let's say for whatever reason I do think this woman is the woman of my dreams. Sounds weird, but
sounds crazy.
I know,
like,
but
what?
I know.
Of your dreams?
No, but let's say it
You just dream of what?
Weird energy.
I'm gonna get cut.
I know.
Why are you being weird to me?
I know.
Being
You
weird,
guys are like,
boy.
what are you talking
I'm here to
about?
create content, goddammit!
The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, but you do. But you know she does have trauma. You know, like we just talked about, like she's experienced things. Like how much of that trauma is my responsibility?
It's 0, like
None
you
of
said.
it is
But
responsibility.
I'm gonna support you.
you can willingly try to help her through
Yes.
that. It's not your responsibility. It's
At
0.
all.
I didn't cause that trauma at all. It's not my responsibility at all. But I can help you through that to a certain extent.
So if her trauma
That-
starts
right.
to impact your peace, you got to cut her.
Yeah, you got to come.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think if she's not actively working, so
Yeah,
for
exactly.
me, like I've been in therapy, you know what I'm saying? I've worked on relationship issues. I've grown, right? So to the point to where I still in relationships, like I still have somewhat traumas about
yeah.
cheating and different things.
Yeah.
But due to therapy, I'm able to express those concerns to where I'm saying, hey, you not responding to me for X amount of time, you know, or whatever, kind of triggers me a little bit. But I'm human, so I can feel that way, but I'm able to express it, and then we can possibly work it out. You
What
know
is
what I'm
Wait.
saying?
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm about to say, hold on. So what are you supposed to do about that?
Because
Communicate more. It's not like 2 hours. I just want to say that. Like, I've had a situation before where I was saying, I want to say the situation, okay? I had a situation before where I was dealing with somebody, okay? We were cool. We had great communication. Like, every day we were talking. All of a sudden, for like 2 days, he didn't talk to me.
He goes
Oh, no,
for
that's
2
fair.
days.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
fair.
Right?
That's
No,
fair.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about you to respond to me for like 3
a
days.
whole
or-
24
Yeah.
hours?
a missed call trauma, like you didn't answer that.
Right.
No. I wanted to give you that scenario
That's-
first.
yeah.
I'm thinking you're
that
right.
was
That's
like
toxic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that was
Takes you back
like
30 minutes ago?
hold up.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that's a no. I understand we.
I didn't even know I was allowed to disappear for 2 days.
No,
Right? 24 hours is wild.
no, yes,
Yo, whoever you are, you pulled that.
yes.
Oh no, did he pull it off?
Huh?
Did he pull it off?
Yeah.
He's a master.
I'm sorry. You got 2 days?
He's the GOAT.
You want to know out here? Damn, I need to go to the gym right now.
And I will say, like, what had happened was that, you know, we kind of did get into a little argument, right? We got
Did
into
he
a little
create it?
argument. No.
Oh, okay.
It was-
You started it? Oh, hold on. I gotta clap for some more. You definitely get ghosts on that ass when they get
Yeah,
in.
no,
You like,
listen.
what do you? I told you if you say that shit to me one more
Say it
time.
again.
Say it again.
2 days.
No, yeah, basically
You're on timeout.
He got my ass. Let me look at the camera. He got my ass. He got my ass good because I was like, you know, like, yo, what's your problem? You know, whatever. And he was just like, he didn't want to hear it. So he, in fact, did not want to hear it. And he just.
I love it. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what to say.
I'm actually proud of him.
Me too. God damn.
Well, I said what I said. I know.
yeah.
Boundaries, my nigga.
Listen.
You deserve boundaries.
Yeah.
Every nigga deserves boundaries.
So he in fact did not want to, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it was like we were like having, it wasn't really arguing. We were having a conversation. So to me, that triggered me because we had a long conversation expressing things, but I had told him that personally to me triggers me, and that shows me that you can't handle conversation.
Did you
can't handle
apologize at
us
the end?
No, I didn't even apologize.
Hold up. It's over. Did he apologize?
Yes.
Oh, you can't apologize on the
He,
ghost.
you know, he
Just get
had
ghost.
apologized, and we had a conversation. I'm like, hey, I don't like this, blah, blah. And we reverted back to argument, and we communicated and stuff. But that right there was some, again, there's different traumas that happened in that whole argument scenario that I won't get into, but I was able to express to him why things were going on. But it wasn't a toxic trauma of me just being like blowing him up. Like those 2 days,
Right.
I didn't blow him up constantly. I wasn't texting his phone. Oh, you F, da da da. I wasn't doing all this. I just, you
just
know
did
what?
that in the first
He
hour
must
or
need
so.
his space. No, I didn't even do that. When after he didn't respond last time, I said,
That's responsible.
I said, okay, he must need his space.
I like that.
You know, he must need his space because whatever is going on right now, it ain't got nothing to do with me. And I mean, maybe it has something to do with me.
so you
but it
flipped
could
it like that?
no,
Wait,
no.
what?
I could have triggered something in him
to make it
from an
leave.
ex or something, and later to find out I did. He had his ex was that way.
That's very
and
adult.
it triggered
That's very
him
adult.
to where he was like, I need to pull back because I like that. So this is again why communication is important and key.
Yeah.
So we were able to talk it out, but I wasn't
that.
texting him in those 2 days. I'm just like, he need his space. We'll come back to it and go from there.
You cooking,
the
Stormy?
wrong,
I feel
the
you.
wrong person, you would have came back to 256 messages. You a
Nigga,
bitch ass
I've
nigga.
had
Fuck you when I see you at
100
home.
missed calls and
okay
all
for
kinda-
any
Not.
party.
Like, who calls
It's
somebody's
not.
phone 100 times, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one
that's-
gets to
that's
be
wild.
toxic
Jesus.
just for the fuck of being toxic, and then it is someone else's responsibility.
You
That's
out
not
here
how it works.
Calling
Like,
blocked, getting
you've
other
got
people to
traumas
call.
and You can voice them, and if they're either gonna be okay with that and support you on those feelings, or they're not, and that's pretty much the fuck what it is. They can choose to help if they want to, but they do not have to.
Now, if he would have been, just to go to the whole trauma thing, now if he would have been completely like, oh, whatever, not trying to hear it, and now our communication's better because we had expressed that, and I'm like, nah, that's too much for me. That gives me anxiety. I don't know what's going on, and that was that just example of trauma to where now we communicate, and he makes sure that we have to talk at least, every day or at least whatever, at least something, because he helped me with that trauma because it's simple. I'm not asking for a lot. Right? It's just a simple trauma to help out with.
Are you alive?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Let me know you're
I
alive.
respect that.
I like it.
Y'all niggas know they alive.
What?
They just like, I just wanted to make sure you was alive, that you made it home.
You lying.
You know, I mean,
Nah, dead ass. Hey, listen. You could be dead. You could be in jail. You could be on the side of the road. Not on the side.
What you gonna do if I'm
You could be all
dead?
cracked up in a car accident. Many things could happen. Women worry.
No, I respect that. I do. I think women
Right.
do worry. I respect it.
Women worry. It's a thing.
To a certain extent. I think that worry leads to access.
Yeah.
do y'all want to get to the comedy segment of the show?
Let's do
Why
it.
would we not?
I have another clip for y'all.
Oh,
Is there a manly way to get your booty hole
Hey,
ate?
what is going on with that? A lot of men, particularly chubby black podcasters, are talking about getting their ass ate, and I'm like, don't you bring that shit over here. If I start wanting my ass ate, I'm gonna be real mad. I'm not kink shaming.
Yeah.
But I don't. What position could you be in that's not extremely uncomfortable?
You don't want your legs in the air?
Don't want my legs in the air.
Bun
Don't want to be
lifter.
bent over. Don't want to be on my side.
An habitual bun lifter.
Like Captain Morgan. That could work. Okay.
That's the manliest
she's
pose you
under
can do.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Oh, that's Tim Delgado?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Tim Delgado.
Look at him doing his thing.
Yo,
No jumper.
how do y'all want to start this? Because I never had my ass ate. I'm not looking for it. Do y'all want to be open and honest on the pod? Or y'all gonna
Yes.
be some
Yes.
Wait,
I'm
not too
honest.
open, given the conversation.
listen,
but
I'll be 100%
I heard
honest.
men love it. That's what I heard.
I'm not
I
aligned.
would do it.
have you personally?
I'm not aligned on. I'm not aligned on any of that shit.
Me neither.
At all.
Y'all don't.
But
That doesn't
isn't
interest
like
you.
your prostate or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
no, but
back
I'm
there?
not
cool
I'm
on
not
that
I'm
too.
not aligned on it. I don't ask women about it. I
All right.
don't want to know.
All right, so
that
why?
you've done it before?
Why, Willie?
I just don't. That is not a masculine thing for me. And I also don't want to know that if you have done that. That is one of those things that I'm down to live in ignorance. I'm down to be lied to. No, I'm down for you to withhold that
But
from
what
me.
if you would really like
No,
it?
no, I don't.
Like,
I'll
what
just
if-
never know.
Whatever happened
All
to
right,
that?
hold
I'll
on.
die on it.
What if she accidentally just
No.
she had the balls?
How do you
and-
accidentally do
No,
that?
exactly.
know.
I'm with you. No,
I feel like it would
She had
start
the
with
balls
a flirt,
somewhere.
like an accidental
No, by this
flight
time
with
in our
the finger or
age,
something.
I'm sorry, at this age, most women have experienced, they've sucked enough dick to not accidentally do that.
Fact.
They're skillful.
I agree.
But what
with
if she
that.
playing with your balls?
No,
That's what I
right?
said.
And like
She down with the
And
balls.
and again, I'm usually not someone's first, so
and then
they're
all
pretty,
of a sudden
they're
you're
pretty
like,
good.
oh,
It's like a
you know,
drunk
like-
night. She just forgot where the gooch was. And
Nope. I don't believe. I'm not with it.
She had the booty hole.
I'm not with it.
Like,
No.
I just think that
Wait.
sexual compatibility is the most important thing. So
That was a
Crazy
peaceful
people,
answer. I like that. That was good.
sexual compatibility is just so important. And so if you like getting your ass ate, as a man, then you need to be with somebody that you could feel sexually comfortable. There's enough openly sexual comfortable women that for you to find to satisfy that desire or need. If you're somebody that doesn't like to, like, for example, there's guys that I know out there that don't like giving head. Like seriously, there's literally men out there that's just not their thing. There's men out there that don't like fucking women on their period.
Not
right?
one of them.
There's men out there that do like fucking women on their period. There's men
I've
out
changed
there.
on that though. As I've gotten older, I don't like it. When
You
I
don't
was
run red
young
lights
and
no more?
reckless- No, yeah.
Oh,
when I
wow,
was young
that's
and reckless,
different.
I know. As I got
Oh,
older, I was
wow.
like, I got
No,
grossed
I-
out as I got older.
I run less red lights.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But everyone has
I'll
their
take that.
thing.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But back in like
Yeah, back in the
younger
yeah.
days,
Go ahead, put
like,
that
red light.
put that towel down.
Put a towel down.
We good.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Everyone
It
has
takes a
their
girl
thing,
to
though.
convince me. I'm like,
It be niggas that eat box on the period. Though. I'd be like, I don't know how niggas is doing that.
I can't
No,
do
hey, no disrespect. Hey, do your thing. I don't
Never.
see how. I don't
They
see
just
how.
stay on the.
But sexual
I know.
compatibility.
Lydia.
They just stay
Nasty
Yeah,
work.
But sexual compatibility, that's what really, and I think is very key to relationships, and why some relationships end up in the core not really working out a lot is because of sexual compatibility. Because when you're in a relationship, sex is important, right? Especially if you're going to
Extremely.
spend your time with that person. So if there's needs and desires that you want and your lover can't communicate that to you, it might work for some time. You might be okay with that. But as we grow and as we get older, that urge is just always
He
there.
like, she never ate my
which
ass.
hints is no, for real. Which
No, I'm
which hints
agreeing.
is people doing other things,
Yeah.
like either opening the relationship up. Maybe they cheat for that specific reason because their
Cheat
wife,
to get your ass
yeah, their
ate.
wife
That's
won't, or
wild.
their husband won't do something, so they
I
cheat,
agree with
or
that.
they go
No, I agree
find
too.
somebody.
I
So-
agree, but it's
I always
oh,
say-
they'll say my wife won't do it, but really, you didn't even fucking ask because you're.
Yeah, because they don't want to ask. So yeah, I think
For
sexual
me, I'm
compatibility.
always, if she's into something, like I'm not really into anal, but if she wants anal, you gotta fuck your girl in her ass, because
Yeah,
Somebody's
else is
gonna do it if you don't
All right,
do it.
okay, so if your
And what
girl,
if she
if your
wants
girl
to
likes
have
her
her period?
likes her ass ate, do you then eat
yeah,
ass?
I never said nothing about me eating ass.
Okay,
I
I'm
said I
I'm
want
asking
my
you.
ass ate, nigga.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, no, come on.
Okay.
I'm with, whatever she's with, I'm with.
I'm with- okay.
As long as it ain't got nothing to do with my ass.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like if
But
you're a
what if
freaky
she's-
guy,
what if
you need to
she's
be with a
eating
freaky
ass?
girl.
She might go get her fixed somewhere.
I mean, okay, so I don't know. Well, it's probably women out there, right? But I don't personally. I don't know women that are just really seeking to eat ass. I mean, maybe that's just like they have a fetish in a dominatrix type of way. But I don't
just the
think
way you
they
talk
really
about it, I'm
seek
cool on
it. I don't know, but I'm
She
just
like
saying,
in
I
a
don't really see
dominatrix
women
kinda
that
pin you
seek
down
it.
How can it not be?
So if a guy doesn't want his ass ate to a woman, it might just be like, okay, like like
is
he
it
just
manly?
don't
That was
want
the
it.
main premise of it. Is there a
Is it
manly
manly?
way? Do you look at a dude differently? Well,
Like he on
No,
all,
You're not gonna ask
he on
him
all
that.
fours,
It's-
like legs
Yeah.
up in the air.
No, I look at he's a sexual person who he has a spot down there that it feels good and that he shouldn't have to not have sexual desires in that way. Some men may think it's not, but if he is comfortable and that's what he
no, they
likes,
say
then
that's
okay.
where our
you know?
spot is.
I
I'll
think
just
men
never
just
the
don't
regular,
like to be
regular
twisted.
nut I'm busting
Yeah.
is
I'm
good
good.
enough for
Like
me.
men don't
Make
like
sure,
to be
make sure
twisted.
y'all ass is clean though.
That's
If y'all
what
want
that
y'all
is.
ass ate, though. You
That's
gotta
why
make
I
sure
feel
your
like
ass
it's
is
a female thing,
maintained.
because most of the time when you're having sex with a woman, she's the one that's all twisted up, got her leg behind her fucking
Yeah.
head or whatever the fuck. So the idea of a man being twisted up with his leg up or bent the fuck over the bathroom counter or some shit like that,
What would you do, Lydia, if the guy asked you to eat his ass?
I'm gonna politely decline.
So that's where you draw the line.
That's it.
I don't see myself doing that.
That was our first
You-
no from Lydia. There we go.
Maybe when we're like,
That's our real first sexual no from Lydia.
I needed to know.
We be like, do this. Yeah, I'm with the shit.
Where does
She
the
just-
bar stop?
I feel like
There it is.
I feel like
We found it, guys.
I don't see it happening for me, right? But whatever. You want to tickle it, maybe? I don't know.
So you want
Perhaps.
to so you a tickle her ass?
If
So you
wanted
put
it?
your finger in there, but you're not.
Well,
eating
I don't know
ass.
about in either. Like one knuckle, two knuckles. Like
This is getting nasty, bro. This is getting wild.
Yo,
It's
just push the
sexual
button.
compatibility.
Just
Like,
push
If you
on it.
niggas ever had to go get like a colonoscopy or get your shit
Not yet.
checked-
I ain't that old, bro.
Okay, I'm not that old, but my dad has Crohn's disease, so just to check
yeah.
early.
Gotcha.
That shit is nothing pleasurable about it.
I'm sure it's not.
And then the doctor make you feel like a bitch, like
No, but I do agree with you
But
at
some women like
a
it in
macro level.
Right.
At a macro level, I do think relationships we should put more focus on sexual compatibility.
For sure.
I feel like
Yeah.
that a lot of times people try to downplay like it's not just about sex. No,
Yeah.
it's a big fucking deal.
It is.
It is top two, and it's probably not two. So like at the end of the day, like I do agree with that, but that particular subject you're talking about, like no.
I
No,
just Lydia
I'm not
sent
on.
it, so I wanted to.
No, but I agree. I mean,
Maybe
it's something
you
to talk
niggas
about.
Seems like it's
like
a
if
fucking revolution.
if a woman
Assy
like
revolution.
A revolution.
yeah,
I
like,
hate
I
her
feel
so
like
much.
if a woman asks you, like, you know, if a woman says, hey, like, you know, you want me to do it and you're just like, no, like, then that's just the end of the topic. Like, it's not like a big deal. If a man, the problem comes into play that men that actually like it and they're fearful of asking a woman to do
I agree
it.
with that.
You know, that's the problem in the community why this is becoming a big thing.
And we talked about this before because it's like I definitely not that, but like that's how I kind of feel like about threesomes, because I feel like with like some women, it can be very polarizing. But if that's what I'm into, that's what I'm into. Like that's sexual compatibility. So like you said, I do agree with that. Like there are times where you could be like I told this girl one time, I said, there's not a man out here that hasn't at least imagined or desired a threesome at some point. Like that is just, that's how men are wired.
I never thought about that.
You never wanted a threesome?
Never thought about it.
Have you had one before?
No, I'm just living by Willie's law. If you say it enough, like you say you don't want it enough, it'll happen to you.
Oh my God.
I'm by your law, bro.
Oh, it's game.
Don't mind me.
That's not the law of attraction.
Edit that part out.
He just said, if I say it don't work and that don't happen.
I respect it. That's good.
Back on the topic.
Hey, no, that's facts. You gotta definitely.
One day
know
Willie's gonna thank me.
Yeah, if you get
They been going crazy.
Right.
The reverse manifest.
Got to reverse manifest. I don't want that at all.
That is gross.
But that's, like I said,
Not on my
sexual
birthday.
compatibility. And if you're with and also knowing that sexual compatibility from the beginning, like earlier as you can, is important, because if you're a person who, let's say, like, so I'll just share this scenario. Or this actually happened to me. Okay. And this is actually a good scenario, I think. And everyone chime in on your things, right?
Shit, here
this
we
is
go.
a relationship type of scenario, okay?
Oh, this is our shit.
So, all right.
in our bag.
So I was talking to a guy. Okay, he's older. He's like,
How old?
How much older?
He's 40, right?
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
that's
much
a good
14 years.
portion. Yeah.
So he's 40, okay, very successful, owns multiple businesses, lots of money, right? And we were talking about, obviously.
He owns a restaurant.
Huh?
He owns a restaurant?
He owns daycares, financial businesses, like all type of things.
I know
So
what you're
very,
talking about.
very well. He's not.
I'm
I'm
playing.
like, he's not there. But so at the end of the day, very wealthy. Okay, very good life. Very good life he could provide for me. Okay. So we were having a conversation.
Were you
And
attracted to him?
I was attracted to him. I said, okay, what's your ideal relationship? Okay, what would your ideal marriage or relationship be? Questions I asked. So he said his ideal relationship would be that his ideal marriage would be that we have a girlfriend and we allow other people into the bedroom. If not, he is going to cheat. This was the open dialogue that he had with me, point blank. Like, if that's not a thing we could do, he is going to cheat, okay? I asked him, what type of cheater are you? I need to know these things.
Okay, good question. Follow up.
What type of cheater are you? He was like, well, I've never been asked this question before.
Yeah, it's a good follow up.
I'm like, I need to know, right? Okay, you want to cheat? What type of cheater are you? He said, well, what are you talking about? I said, are you the type of cheater to where you're going to have a different family, you paying bills in a different house, you got all kinds of different women around, X, Y, and Z. Are you the type of cheater to where you go on vacay with the boys and you having fun? Are you buying, like, what are your things?
Different.
Are you buying these women bags, cars? What is taken away from
Your
me?
resources. Yeah.
My resources, right?
I love your question.
This is a great question.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
These are
no,
great.
this is
Amazing.
I'm so
Because
impressed.
it's levels. Because
I'm
it's like
so
very
impressed.
All right, nigga, you can have
Yeah,
another
I'm
family.
so impressed.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially when she said she's 26.
Right.
Look at this level of thinking.
I be thinking like, okay, I'm a realist here. So I know niggas cheat. And actually, I thanked him for being open. That's me.
You should. You should have
Thank
thanked
you
him.
for telling me this, right? So he said, oh, yeah, no, like I would never, because again, the type of man he is in his community, I would never. Like, I would never have somebody in this area. I would never embarrass you. I would never embarrass the family. I would never,
This
like,
is a good
set no
deal,
girl up
I'm
on
hearing.
this or anything like that. Just, when he out in town or whatever, this and that, and having fun or whatever. I said, okay. I mean, needless to say, we're not a thing or anything, but that's just because of other things that came into play. That's why we're not a thing. But it was a good open dialogue to where I considered it. You know, I considered because, and this is where other things happen. I said, okay, we have other people come in the bedroom, right? Or you want to open marriage, whatever. Could I have a relationship with somebody else?
He was like, nah.
Yeah, his answer was hell no.
Right.
Right? His answer was hell no because he's paying for all the bills. The life he gave me or was going to give me was I wouldn't have to pay for anything. I wouldn't have to do anything. I would just, if I wanted to
could
work,
just blog.
if I wanted to work, all my money could be my money.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay bills. I don't have to do anything. Just live my life, child, and be a wife and X, Y, and Z. So he's like, absolutely not. He was like, if you would like though, then you could pay half of everything.
This nigga is logical as fuck.
No, but
that was
but you know, though,
who I am.
I think all women should like go through a season with a nigga that takes care of them and see if how much value they really place on that. Like I would have like
I agree with that.
Yeah, like you should have tapped into that and just say, hey, like what is this really worth to me? Maybe you come out of the situation realizing money isn't worth shit to you, or you might tap in and be like, I don't know.
I've been
No,
stacking.
money-
Actually, I like Shorty too.
So I was okay with the girl. I was okay with the girlfriend. I mean, it was gonna have stipulations. I was okay with that. Okay, whatever. But I told him straight up, because after we were talking more, I told him that I could not be with him because it's a cold relationship. There's no love there. And I would rather have love than the money part. Because
What do you mean how he was showing up, or were you saying that
how he was showing up? So based on his life, you know, what he needed in a wife was somebody that was going to, again, filter into his life, but he was going to be working all day. He was going to be gone all day. He's going to be taking trips all day. He's not really going to be around.
And
like
he didn't
that.
let you have a side dick.
Yeah, he wanted.
Oh,
and
I get it. So
he's
you're
gonna
saying
be
no
gone.
love, and you couldn't go get it from another nigga.
and he's gonna,
Like,
There's no
She ain't had
reward in
no
that.
bill.
But he's gonna be.
That's the
gone.
only reward, though.
I'm saying you like I get what you're saying.
You
That's
want
the
me to
only
have
reward.
children,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you want me to have children.
That's the
you want
only
me to do
reward.
X, Y, Z,
Right.
But you're not
She
gonna
not
be
paying.
around.
And honestly, like
It is.
that sets you up. Like the only thing I can see a woman do is like try to marry him with no prenup and then try to leave him in 2 years because she's gonna leave you regardless in a cold relationship.
Yeah.
So
It's
like
cold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but
cold.
you're gonna leave him eventually. The only thing I probably would have coached you on is like, can you marry him without a prenup?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
then can we get a good
that was
two?
that was already discussed.
Yeah, that's what you could get a good
He
two
would've
in and then
did that.
tap out of that. You know,
Yeah, we good.
I know.
Right.
No.
He wasn't going for that one.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
But I'm just saying, I would have asked her that, like, yo, can you do a good two?
Listen, this was his thing though. Like it was just a cold.
Can you do a quick bid? You know?
relationship.
Strategist.
Exactly.
Hold on. Next follow up. Is he with somebody now?
No, but it was just a very cold, like when he was talking to me more, and I said, that doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound nice. That doesn't sound like a life that I would want. And he was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, and I'm like, from everything that you're explaining to me, it literally sounds nothing fun. Like,
Would the girl live with y'all?
Huh?
Would the girl live with y'all?
That was what we had talked about was she could or she couldn't. And his whole thing was like, well, no, because like, look, I could pay for y'all to go on vacation. You could go do X, Y, Z. And my whole thing was like, again, that doesn't sound fun to me. It doesn't sound vibes. It doesn't sound vibes for me to be sitting here and then have your kids and then do all this and you gone and you just want me to be this. And then I have to move to a different state and I wouldn't even be in an area around my family. I wouldn't be.
What state?
Philly.
Philly's beautiful.
No, but I kind of agree because the only reason why I agree with her because all the variables sound like a woman who's gonna be like deeply saddened and not like like almost like that's like all the recipes for like depression.
That's immediately what I thought.
Yeah.
That is depressing as hell,
it
and
is.
it's depressing and I told him.
I'm a bird. I was like, I don't know.
I agree with her.
No, listen, this is what I told him. I literally told him, I said, I feel like you need a girl that don't really got nothing going on.
That's
for
what I'm
her.
saying. And then
you
the
need a
fact
girl that don't really got nothing going
It's
on.
like my mild case of kidnapping. You're taking me from somewhere. You're secluding me somewhere. I don't have access to no one. I'm not doing. No, I wouldn't want a girl to be with me on the
I told the only reward is my bills being paid.
Now I'm
That's
gonna be
it.
going all but it's like at that point, even the energy when you come to home is not even gonna be warm.
Right.
You're gonna be for the time you are home. You got to talk her off the ledge.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. As a devil's advocate, ain't she supposed to make it warm?
No, but
hard to make it warm by my damn self.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's going to be alone. She's going to literally not be able to have no access to you. She's literally going to be in the house fucking, like she said, especially if you got a
Awaiting
baby
your
in there.
call.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a woman.
Yeah,
to
at the end of the day, just fun, like for the conversation. But I feel like a lot of women would like that life, right? And I feel like a lot of women would be okay with that type of things because again, you wouldn't have to.
They be cheating.
You would not have to
be fucking the pool man.
pay anything. You wouldn't have to deal with really much, which is kind of the men Kevin Samuels was talking about though. So he was a high value man. I would say that in that instinct to where the dynamics Kevin Samuels talked about was him, right? And women that want that and that don't want to work and that don't want to have to pay bills and that don't want to have to do this, that's the type of man you would get. Not saying speaking for all men, but that was just his ideology. And for myself, who has my influencing thing going on, like all the stuff that I do, like with me,
you have a full.
I just was like,
but I do, but I still feel like high value men still can find ways to tap in and not make you continue to feel isolated. It felt like he was trying to tell you, not only am I going to be doing this, I'm also probably not going to be super loving. We still see black love. I mean, maybe it's fake.
Oh,
maybe it's not.
I don't think that was a good
it wasn't
agreement.
that so it wasn't that he was not going to be loving, right? I mean, we have good vibe, we have good energy. It wasn't that. It's just that he wasn't going to be around that much because he's working so much.
That's what you got to do.
But so that means, does he come home at night?
Yes, late, like probably like.
Is he gonna be home on the weekends?
Occasionally. You know, it's just one of those things to, give and take of, obviously we could have planned trips, or obviously we can do things, or, like there's things we can do, like he's not going to be gone forever or stuff like that. But it's just a sense of, I had to decide what my wants were.
Because there's a lot of people that want that, but then they got to go half with a nigga and they still, when they come home.
But in a relationship, I'm trying to even think like myself, like on a given day, if I'm in a relationship, I'm probably still not gonna see someone until nighttime and then maybe the weekend. So I was just trying to understand like maybe it was you moving away,
like 2 a.m. from work, like not like okay you're coming towards dinner time, like no, like you're gone like midnight, 1 a.m., 11 all throughout the week.
What business is going?
And again, daycare that was up in LA.
This nigga's diabolical. He's fucking on these nights.
It's a lot of business stuff, but at the end of the day, it just was. I thought I would just bring up that scenario of that different dynamic on how things kind of in the conversation. That's why I was saying earlier, like when I was saying how I'm honest or open, like I really am, because those are the conversations. I'm like, okay, cool. If you're gonna cheat, well, let's figure out let's see what cheating is really like, or whatever you're gonna, like whatever you're gonna do.
When we talk about sexual compatibility, because I think that's what we were talking about, is like, is at what point, like, do we feel like with sexual compatibility that there should be some parts of our sexual compatibility we're willing to like withhold for somebody that we love, or should we be fully looking for a woman that really taps into all of it?
So I feel like with his instance, right, of his ideal relationship, like the two scenarios, like, okay, either his idea, he wants another woman.
Yeah, that's my ideal.
That's his thing.
But
He
I've
wants
suppressed
another
it.
woman.
Why are you suppressing that, man?
Yeah.
Because I realize
you don't have to suppress what you want.
I know, I do. Every nigga
Stop
deserves.
doing that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, though, but I also understand it's not like when we talk about like hierarchy of things, it's not like number one.
So his thing though, to him it like
top 10.
To him thing though, it could have been like his
Like
thing.
number
It could
7.
have been top.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it could have been one of those things. I was like,
But if I met a girl and she was saying that she was like she's open to it, I'm like, okay. But then it's even hard because you still got to then find someone else that's like minded too. Because you can meet women who would be down, but then you got to get a girl who's also down to attract another one to bring that person.
So his thing, but he gave two alternatives. Okay, if someone like doesn't want the girlfriend, then okay, he's gonna still want to be with other women. You know what I'm saying? So in his case, right? Let's say he didn't tell me the cheating part. He would have just done it.
I'm more collaborative. I'm saying like, it would be something we would do.
Oh, like what, with the girlfriend?
Yeah, like it would be something
y'all get.
But that's what I'm saying. If the girl didn't so for me, I don't mind. Like I wouldn't mind, but another woman might not like other women.
Right,
so
exactly.
they
Totally
don't
agree.
mind. So that's why I'm saying that's why
Totally
another
agree.
woman would not be okay with it. And then, she can take the blue pill.
Right. No, and I agree. But that's what I'm saying. But I've also been in relationships and liked women who didn't like other women and still didn't bother me. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. But what I'm saying is, like you said, ideal. Like if everything the way I wanted,
my way.
Yeah, and I've only experienced a lot of men that I've talked to have at least said like, yeah, I wish I could have a threesome more. I wish I could tell this girl some men wish they could be a little bit more open about those conversations.
You know what the thing
but we've been
is, though?
programmed not to.
Right. The thing is, the only problem here is that people take offense. If I communicate to you what I want sexually, there's nothing wrong with anything that I want. I don't give a fuck if I tell you to get naked and step on a bag of chips. Like, that's a fetish, actually.
That's weird.
But I know weird. It feel like she's done that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I would. But I would. You want me to get
up on the chips. What kind of chips, Liddy?
Full circle.
Are they kettle chips?
No.
What kind of chips
No, they
are
were
they?
wrap snacks,
Right.
right?
But
She
I'm
was
saying,
stepping on rap snacks, Liddy. No.
hey, shut the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Listen.
Yo, intervention, nigga.
Stepping on the Cardi B chips is
That
nasty.
was
She's
a
like, for
very
300?
random scenario. Like snapping on back of chips.
No, but no. And that I knew that was a fetish for a long time. Just like it's niggas that want bitches getting a tub full of baked beans. Like it's a thing.
You have the
I'm serious.
what life do you live?
I used to look up.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Y'all got 5-10 minutes. max.
Listen, no,
Yeah, we
I know
gotta
this
go,
because
man. It's
for
getting
fun, I
weird.
used to look up all the different fetishes.
fun.
Like,
That's gross.
there's wild shit. There's like giantism. They like women to literally put on shoes and pretend like they're a giant and step on Hot Wheels
We don't have
cars
time for
and
the
shit.
fetish talk.
Like fucking Lilo and Stitch when he was destroying the town of Legos, like that type of shit.
Liddy, what
But
kind of
anyway.
relationships have you been in, my nigga?
No, I was just looking up the different types of fetishes. This was bored
No,
ass
but you probably were
research.
looking it up to try to do something for a man.
This was
Like,
only
what can I do?
nigga.
No.
Only
Yes, you was. You was doing research
R&D.
for a
This is
relationship.
What
OnlyFans R&D.
No.
To know what how can I niche down and get my experience
You know what? I
tailored.
respect that.
Yes,
No, that
that's
might be a good
I actually
idea. I
respect
feel
that.
like some bag of chips and
I
OnlyFans.
am
I
a
feel like
big believer in
everyone would be
R&D, so I
okay with
respect
it.
that. I do.
research and
Right.
development.
I'm down with that.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
like
your
I was
right.
saying, it's just
They
about
never talk-
taking offense, right?
Right.
No, if someone feels open enough with you to tell you about their sexual desires, one, you should feel honored because
Yep.
they've decided to be this vulnerable with you. But two, there's no reason for you to take offense. If you take offense, you're just being a dick. If your boyfriend says, "Yo, I want to have a threesome," you're like, God, like, there's no reason to be offended. You need to create this space where we can talk about the things we like sexually, and then everyone in the world's sexual experiences will get better.
I
agree
should
with
have
that.
asked guys. I asked men before, like,
Well
hey,
said,
have you
lady.
had an interest? Like, one time I was dealing with somebody, I kind of got a little weird vibe. And I was just kind of like, hey, have you ever had any interest in men? You could be open about it. And he was like, what? And I said, you could be open about it. I won't, hey, I won't, I mean, obviously he probably wouldn't, but I dead ass meant like, hey, if you're curious, like, let me know. Like, I would try pegging.
What's pegging?
Yo,
Pegging?
Hey, don't know.
Willie! No, we gotta tell Willie what pegging is. Willie!
I don't know.
No, pegging is when
Stormy
your
is
legs
crazy.
are in the
Exactly. She came
sky.
here all quiet.
Or you're in all
Now you gonna talk
fours.
about pegging?
Shout out to yo, 100%.
Pegging is where she got the strap on, Willie.
She has said that she's dope in relationships and she's proved it. She's down to do whatever.
Whatever you into.
Hey.
Whatever you're
However you
into.
want
She
to do
said
it.
she was down to play to win.
So, all right, so you were
I'd
open.
rather have them
were you
communicate with
you were
me.
open with your man being like, bisexual, I guess.
So I wanted
That's
to.
very
I
rare
wanted
for
to
a black-
figure.
That's rare.
I wanted to figure him out, and just have a conversation. I said, because you could be open with me, and because I'd rather have him be open than anything about sexual desires, because and we had a conversation. We had a conversation. It was good, but I'm just saying, if it would have
What'd he
came
say?
to it. No, he said he, never had any ideas of men. He wasn't interested in, we kept
Did he
it pushing.
snap or did he say it very calm?
No, it was very calm. We had an open dialogue. Any guy I mess with, I have to be in a safe space to be able to talk and communicate. If I was to deal with guys and he would snap at me for asking questions or needing clarity or anything, I can't be with you. Because
Oh, no, that means he has thought about it.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause
I ain't no bit of I ain't no. Wow. Yeah.
I've asked it to multiple men.
Did Kendrick teach us anything?
He said it
Right.
20 times on the track.
Yeah, but as a way
all
to.
I'm saying, just communication.
that up.
Communication is
Without
key.
offense.
Without offense. Like I told him, well, I started off, hey, I want to create a safe space. Like
Yeah.
I want to create a safe space. I have a question.
So did you get any like kind of indication that he liked men or something like that for you to ask that?
She
That's
said
not,
she
that's
did.
not like
Said she had a weird
Yeah.
vibe.
a weird vibe. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to say
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, I just.
Are we about to run over time?
Yeah, like, yeah.
No, we could do this all
Are we
day.
about to run out of time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to do it on the podcast or you want to talk offline?
we can talk off. We can
Yeah,
talk off.
Storm Chasers.
Yes.
Y'all gotta watch her, bro.
Watch it.
I've exposed myself too much. I've exposed
But I
myself too
respect it
much.
though. No, I really like. I like how your mind works.
For sure.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
For sure. You're welcome back at the pod anytime.
Anytime.
Food blogging, lifestyle blogging, vibes blogging.
Vibes blogging. I like vibes blogging.
That's my shit.
Don't patent it.
No, it's
'cause
too
I'm
late.
like-
I'm
Some
patenting.
singles
It's too late. It's already.
mixers.
It's already
Yes, singles.
Singers
Do it all.
mixers without
I could hook
offense.
you up. I could look. I could do this. I could do your social media. I could hook you up and tell you places to go on dates.
You're
full
full
service.
Full plug.
Don't say plug after what you just said.
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, too soon.
Without
Too
offense.
soon.
Too soon.
Way too soon.
What the?
Well, I appreciate you guys for having me. Thank you for inviting me. It was definitely a vibe. I really appreciate it.
Fuck with y'all little podcast.
Episode 108, maybe 109.
Something like that.
Fellas, don't get pegged out here.
Captain Morgan.
Yikes. The Captain Morgan shit crazy. I ain't asked Hood. He ain't gonna tell us the truth. When you get your ass ate before?
Whoa.
Without offense. Hood, without offense.
What are we talking about? Really?
I'm just ask.
You thought it would be a yes?
No,
Hood?
I didn't think so. Man.
His name is Hood. Be Hood.
You just had to ask, man. No, don't let these hood niggas fool you, bro.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Don't let
That's
these
fair.
hood niggas fool
That's
you.
fair.
Anyway, we gonna get up out of here. We may or may not record for Something in the Water, but it's a couple episodes coming out. So y'all be
Recording that
straight.
shit.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow Stormy Blue on Instagram. Storm Chasers, welcome. Hopefully some of y'all stay. Hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. We're on all DSPs, so if you don't want to watch us, because I'm medium ugly, pretty boy, whatever the case may be, y'all can go listen to us audibly. And we ain't do a whole bunch of yelling today, so it's gonna sound good.
What does DSP stand for?
Digital streaming platforms.
Jesus.
Anyway, we're out. Let me get out.